host error with Roll20?
That'll be you, mate. Welcome to Azureth, episode 11.
Yeah, man.
Why am I on
You changed the episodes, how the title looks. You went for like a bracket 6, and then you went.
I've changed it around a couple of times. Yeah,
you're experimenting. I can see it. Don't think I'm not there. Don't think I'm not there tuning in every week.
Me and Finn were talking about over the weekend is that these like new kind of set. There were so many episodes recorded that are just lost to time because the recordings were so fucked on them.
Although I do suppose that the campaign really did start on the comeback. Do you know what I mean? We were a level above.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, I don't know what this reminds me of, but there's definitely something that's done it before where you kind of join the story midway through.
It's Critical Role Season 1. That's what it was.
Yeah, they start at like level 9.
That's amazing.
Question of the week. Please, can you tell me someone, somewhere, or an idea in general that you would like to explore more in our campaign?
Plague Mask Man actually haunts my dreams on a daily basis. I need to know who that is, and I need to know why, how, what he is.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, fair enough.
Different one, but I do agree. He's up there and on our list.
Yeah, go. Oh yeah, I'll go. I think sometimes we should do more unpredictable things. If something comes to you and it's a bit of a risky play, fucking go for it, you know? Mm-hmm. We're a fucking team. Let's go crazy.
Can we please? I know this is recorded, right? So yeah. Just remember that you agreed to this. we all, like Luke, especially you just agreed to that.
What do you mean, right? Especially me? What does that mean?
Hang on.
Rogue things happen sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I'm all for that, and we just agreed it. We just shook hands and said that can happen.
This doesn't retcon and make okay what happened.
Waterside, totally forgotten.
I'm just saying, you know, if there comes a time where Zarlok could use his abilities of, let's say, intimidation, you can jump in and say the intimidating thing, for example, and get ahead of any conversation that, say, I was having. Because, like, if Zarlok thinks, fuck this, I'm intimidating him, he's pissed me off to the point of this, I say go for it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Zarlok wants to explore painting.
Good for him.
Right, okay.
I think Zarlok would be a good painter.
Well, there is the arts district in I believe it's in Midspire or it's in Highspire.
You just spawned in the arts district.
No, I you knew this existed. It was called the Artisan's Crown. It's literally.
We did know that.
That's the DLC coming in Q4.
No, it already exists. You're actually right by it. Because you guys are the Jade.
Funny enough, you're actually in it, guys.
No, you guys are like here.
I just made a note on Snapchat.
And is the art area.
I would like to see more of Skarnus.
True.
Yeah, true.
I just think
big up Skarnus.
I just think there's probably some. Because the thing is, when you go to places like the Shadowfell and the Hells, it's great, but you're expecting mad shit. Whereas like Skarnus, you're like, theoretically, this is next to a very civilized country, and then we've been to Zahir, so it's like, what the fuck is in Skarnus, and how mental are they if this is what Zarlok is like?
What I want you guys to go explore more of.
Or what would you like to explore more of in general?
Something that I have a. Sorry, I can hear the echo in I'm shooting Zarlok's thing.
Zarlok.
Me!
Something that I've definitely dropped some small hints about that I haven't fully fleshed out, but I have an inkling of stuff that is there, is the Underdark. Something that I think would be a cool setting for, you know, exploration, combat, and also just sort of seeking answers and stuff.
But I think Underdark's very endgame though for us.
I was going to say that's where like the Deus Ex Machina is basically, isn't it?
Well, I'm not saying yes, go drop where you are now, cancel the fight and go there now, but it's something that I definitely think would be interesting for you guys to go to, something interesting for me to run as a setting in the campaign.
Yeg wakes up with an envelope. Guys, I've won 4 tickets to the Underdog.
The Skyrim courier comes over. Hey, I was delivered to you. Your eyes only. Quick little recap so we can get back into it. Won't take too long. So we started last session. You guys were still in inner mount, having deciding that it was time to make some plays. You had your 2 contracts from the Grey Lanterns that you were planning to renege on anyway, but at least had some information for you. You decided first to attack the vault, getting that sealed box that was hidden underneath Brimstone Keep, using a combination of some flying spells, some good strength rolls, and some boulders. You managed to go through the lava waterfall into the vault of Brimstone Keep, and then with some invisibility and some flying, managed to get the black coffer without alerting either the scrying eye that was flying around or the stone golem at its center. Opening up, you found some information about Vaneborn, the original vampires that existed that started off vampirism. There were 3 that were written on a record of the Vaneborn, as well as a ritual of how to ascend a being to Vaneborn status. You also found a memory crystal and some documentation from the Platisse household back in Duskmoor. And from this, you must deduce that Antoine had altered memories and placed himself within the royal family of Platisse, allowing him to get closer to the royal family of Azureth, which he is now steward of. As you left the vault and went to go and sort out the second job, which was the 2 ASMR children, a hologram appeared, a sort of major image appeared in the sky of Inner Mount, announcing that there was to be a royal wedding in 10 days between Antoine Platisse and the sole survivor of the Azaran family, Sylvie, and they were to be married in 10 days. After learning this, you thought it was a good idea to go and try and save these children that were currently being held in Emberdeep Halls. After being taken to them by Luminar Vaith, you found these 2 children gagged, bound, blindfolded, and in an anger, Triple G let off a mind spike, and the rest of the party quickly dispatched the sole protector or captor of these children, removing their gags. You heard a beautiful sound which rendered you all unconscious, and these children ran away, leaving comatose clerics in their wake. After some persuasion, some talking, and some calming of them down, you learned they were 2 children who were actually not ASMR, but instead primordial scions. They had primordial power running through them. The children were called Iria and Kale, one of which has a more volatile energy, the other was a bit more of an anchoring energy. They decided to trust you and are currently in your care, whereby you then ended up going to the Golden Fang underneath the Jade Ember Inn, the noble and wealthy merchant fight club. Zarlok immediately signed up to fight Harkon the Minotaur. You guys put a lot of gold on him to win, so hopefully if that comes true, you are walking out here rather rich. And at the time, we have Harkon and Zarlok are in Harkon's private room just catching up. Jaff disguised himself as Lord Halverick Dane. Yeg, I think you made a bet and you're just hanging around at the moment.
Dude, I'm chilling.
You're just chilling. And GILDOR, you are hiding in the shadows with the 2 children under your invisibility cloak that you meticulously ripped in half and gave them a half each.
Yeah. And I also disguised self as well.
And you just disguise yourself as just a standard
like
guard.
A guard, I think. Yeah,
not a North Spire guard, specifically a Golden Fang guard.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the last thing that happened at the end of that session was a green scaled hand made its way onto the shoulder of of Jaff, disguised as Lord Halverick Bane, and you turn around and are face to face with the Githyanki Mordrak. As that happens, JPJ.
Hello.
You hear in the back of your head just a whisper of Ethis' voice.
No.
Simply saying, "Feed me." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me right now.
Oh shit! I didn't see this happen.
Can I double check? When was did we not long rest before coming in here?
No,
You have not long rested since
We've not long rested. I was thinking about Zarlok. We've not long rested for a long time.
Fuck.
And I don't believe you have your heroic inspiration left, so you rolled a 15, yeah?
I do not have my heroic inspiration. That resets on a long rest, so I did indeed roll a 15.
So that 15 we will come back to in a moment.
Oh, fuck.
Zarlok, you are sitting in Harkon's private room, unbeknownst to what's going on behind you. And you guys have been chatting for a while, and Harkon is just telling you some stories of his past. He starts off by saying how, I grew up in Mithralis, raised by some giants, and after learning their ways, I went out on my own, and I had a few adventures of my own. I wonder, I'm sure you've had some similar. Tell me, tell me some tales of your past stories, your greatest adventures, what is the scariest thing you fought?
I will tell you the scariest thing I have fought, because oh fuck it, you're dead anyway. The scariest thing I've ever fought is my father.
Oh, I see. I was expecting tales of beasts or monsters from the depths, but your father, you say. That's look, I can imagine why that was scary for you. Please tell me some more. I'm interested. I never knew my true father, so if I met him, I don't know whether I would fight, flee, or hug.
He wasn't a great man. Well, to me at least. Many would say he is an evil person. He was just a bit of an arsehole, really. And did not have the morals I personally have myself. And I questioned them, and he beat the shit out of me. So.
So you were not successful in your encounter.
Well, I was a bit of a, what's the word? I heard someone use the word neek. And while I was fighting him, in a way, I would say I was holding back a little bit because he was my father.
I see. I can only imagine how difficult it must be to not only fight a strong warrior, but to fight your own emotions during the battle. We were sort of fighting on two fronts at once. Well, I hope that should you best me here today, you find the necessary strength to confront him again, and perhaps you will be more successful in a rematch.
Why are you so nice?
He chuckles and says, I've lived a long life. I've seen many things. I've fought in countless battles. I have skirted with death more times than I can count. And in my age, I have realized that being a warrior is not about being fearsome, about domination. Battle and combat is a dance. It's a respect between two opponents, two people dedicated to the craft, two people that have spent their lives for the betterment of themselves. and if someone wishes to step into the ring with me, I will treat them with the utmost respect because they have deserved it. I actually brings me to a point. You see the fights here in the Golden Fan. They are usually to the death, and I am happy to fight to the death if that is what you wish for. But if both parties agree, we can find some other end condition, a surrender, etc. I am happy with whatever you decide. If you wish to truly test yourselves with no holding back, I'm happy to fight to the death. But it is up to you. I still promise that should I lose, I will forfeit my compass to you. But it is completely up to you.
I will come back to you on that one.
Understood. Well, before the bout begins, the Master at Arms, the referee, the host for the evening will confirm with us both what we want. I will defer to you on the decision.
I'm gonna shake his hand and just say, you are a good man.
As are you, Zarlok. And then he goes into stories about some of his greatest defeats. He talks about how he once fought an ancient red dragon deep in the Cliffkeep Mountains of Mithralis, and how he barely survived with his life, and it singed his fur pretty bad, and he shows you a bald patch on his shoulder where the hair won't grow back. It's just been completely almost melted the skin there. And just talks about some other... So you exchange stories of great battles and great accomplishments. So, going back to you, Jaff, on that 15.
Go on then, you fucking nonce. Let's be having you.
On that 15 saving throw, you see that Mordrak looks into the eyes of Lord Dane, and there is a slight flicker of something in your eyes that he notices, but...
I'm going to immediately, grab him on the shoulder and cast Charm Person.
Okay, what is the save for Charm Person?
It is a 16.
What type of save, sorry? As in, what is the...
I'll just put it in chat. Believe Wiz save?
Okay,
Yeah,
as a Githyanki, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure he gets something to do with...
No, I don't think he does.
Oh no.
I don't believe he does.
Let me just double check. Nope, you're okay. It's a Githzerai. He's not. It's a Githzerai that gets the save. Okay, so he gets a. I'm pretty sure I have his stat book actually. I can tell you.
VAR, no goal.
A wisdom saving throw. I think it's a +1 to this. You lucky bastard.
Yes. I shat myself at that 6 there.
Okay. He brushes off the flicker in your eye and says, Lord Dane, how surprising it is to see you outside of the confines of Brimstone Keep. Please come to my private area. We should have a drink, catch up. I'm sure there's much to discuss. And he leads you over to a small private area. There are, as you walk in, you're someone that knows Mordrak fairly well. How would you have described Mordrak when you knew him? What were the defining characteristics of him?
Well, Mordrak was obviously a Gith. He was definitely a kind of fighting man. I'm a fighting man. He was definitely a fighting man. Hot-headed, but generally pretty reliable with a blade. Easy to anger, but had kind of equally large aspirations, I think, as well.
And when you left him, whereabouts was he in that journey of high aspirations?
Well, I mean, he was... I believe he was, to a certain extent, kind of my right-hand right-hand man, kind of. Like, he was quick to anger and whatnot, but he was also he was pretty reliable and pretty kind of strong, pretty like steadfast. So I mean, we were doing pretty well for ourselves. We were kind of a band of mercenaries, but we were being employed to fight in the civil war in Denver. So there was a certain level to that, which was like, okay, we're getting somewhere, we're moving up in the world, we're getting some more kind of stature to us and a little bit more kind of acclaim. But we certainly kind of weren't to be like mingling intimately with nobles. So the idea that he would know Mr. Dane is kind of clearly he's moved up politically in the world.
And as you enter his private area, you can see that he definitely has started to reach those aspirations of his. Firstly, just to have your own private area in place like this means that you must have a certain amount of money and influence. And you see that the way his area is decorated, there is no expense spared. All the drinking utensils, the goblets, are either made of like what looks like solid gold, or there is some sort of like crystal here. There is only the finest alcohols that are on the shelves and of the bars. There are wines from Lorandor that are like vintage, like nice grape wines. The furniture is plush, feathered, it's all purple, inlaid with gold filigree. There are like hand servants on his like sorting out stuff. At the moment you guys have walked in, they've all brought you a nice bottle of wine, began to pour you. There are some beautiful ladies just sort of hanging around, just almost as decoration. No one speaks to them, they're just there to look at, in the sense, they're very scantily clad. And he directs you over to sort of a plush corner where it is just like a few like purple armchairs, a table made of this like jade green stone that is like polished smooth, almost like a piece of quartz, but almost cut directly in half along almost the equator, and then smoothed down into like a very like beautiful table. He swirls his wine, his crystal goblet, takes a sip, and says, "Well, it seems only right to celebrate. I'm sure you were aware of the good news. We have a royal wedding to look forward to."
Of course, celebration is exactly why I'm here.
You picked a fine night to journey out of the sweltering subterranean heat of Brimstone Keep. I wonder, will you be permitted to attend the wedding, or will you have duties elsewhere within the keep? We know how important your job is, guarding some of the more important things of this fair city. Do you believe you'll be allowed to attend, or will you have your duties elsewhere?
Naturally, I must confer with Antoine as to whether or not he will wish for me to attend, or wish for me to stay with my duties. Of course, his decision I will respect no matter what.
He nods and smiles and says, "Well, it's been a while since you journeyed from Brimstone Keep. You must be rather out of the loop on our plans. I'm assuming, at least, or has Antoine been keeping you updated?"
I mean, I tend to focus on what I have going on down there. However, I would be ears to any goings on I should be aware of.
Well, I'm sure you heard about the small complication we had in the Shadowfell. It is
naturally,
yeah, rather unfortunate.
A grave shame, and I'll kind of just spit on the floor on the table next to us.
Immediately, two like hand servants just appear out of nowhere, clean the floor. Literally, they don't even have like anything to use. They're using their hands just to get the spit off the floor. And they hurriedly walk off to the corner, awaiting any next usage of them. says it's a shame because a good friend of mine, Bricks, he completed the first stage. We have the Kellenvor relic, which was the first thing we needed, but this complication of Shadowfell has proved annoying. We have.
I don't believe the gods of this realm themselves could have predicted we pulled off something like that. They pulled off something like that.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Oh, that was Luke trying to make a joke. That wasn't in character. Come on, man.
No, you're still deceiving him as Lord Dane. I still would like just a general deception check to continue the facade as Lord Dane with advantage because he's charmed.
Thank God for the advantage.
He chuckles and says, "Well, we don't put our faith in the gods, do we? We put our faith in something more powerful."
Of course not.
But yes, these meddling adventurers, they proved useful in the retrieval of the skull. We tricked them into helping us, but seemingly they got their back up about that and are now trying to thwart our plans.
I haven't heard too much about these adventurers. What do we know about them?
Well, they are on the radar at the moment. It's funny you should say, actually. One of them was an old companion of mine. He was the runt of the royal litter, and he managed to escape on that fateful evening and ran into me, and we ended up, I wouldn't class us as friends, perhaps more as acquaintances, and we worked together. And
right.
Well, his known associates, we know some about more than others. I mean, there's a white dragonborn whose little is known about. There is the Master of Mages of Zahith, which is a surprisingly powerful ally who could perhaps be problematic. And
Master of Mages, he sounds like a gimp, doesn't he?
They all have strange practices.
Strange, gimpy practices.
Horrible little beings. They make me sick.
Yes, well, the only good elf is a dead elf, in my opinions, anyway.
Oh, we are completely agreed on that. Completely agreed.
And they also have some oath Goliath. But strangely, he bears the tattoos of the Skycarvers, which is strange, seeing as the Skycarvers have sworn allegiance to us and to Antoine.
Of course.
So for one of those oaths to defect to the other side is strange indeed. But we're keeping our eyes out for them. We're hearing rumours they may even be in Northspire currently.
One thing that can be certain about those Skycarvers is they don't have two brain cells to rub together. Am I right?
He chuckles and says, "Indeed. But yes, they meddled in our plans in the Shadowfell. But we have fail-safes. Perhaps one of them may even appear tonight. I've recently taken out a contract with the Grey Lanterns. They are to provide safe passage of two scions of primordial nature who, well, Antoine believes can be moulded for our use. One of many fail-safes. We are exploring our options at the moment, but I'm awaiting their arrival. I heard that the contract has actually been taken out, so we should hear something fairly soon.
The Grey Lanterns. I mean, in my runnings down under, I've heard of, seen in passing their little people running about.
They do have a strong presence within Inamount. I'm surprised that I'm not surprised that you are aware of their existence.
Is the leader of their little band, is she still so mysterious as previously believed?
Yes, I did request an audience with Mother Shade herself, but I instead dealt with a rather annoying man who spoke at length about contracts. His name was Velis. He it was rather difficult, but I still got my contract sorted and spend as little time with him as possible.
Yeah, that sounds like it may be for the best. Well, certainly interesting as to the goings on. Is there anything else, or is that the current state of affairs?
Well, I mean, if the Grey Lanterns can do good on their word, I mean, they'll do anything for gold. So I don't anticipate any problems unless they have, not given the job to a respectable set of clientele, I guess. But no, apart from that, I think we're progressing well. I think obviously once the wedding is finalized, we will be in a much stronger position. There is still a matter of the trip to the Hells, but we are still researching that. But we still have time before the final ritual. So
certainly. Well, this is enough talk of business for me. I'm here to celebrate. Why don't you go over and grab some of those? Wait, what? One last thing, actually. one last thing. Obviously, you took out that one contract you mentioned. Were there any other contracts that you took out, or was it just the kind of smuggling of people of primordial energy? Was it just that one?
No. Just the children. We try to use the Grey Lanterns only when necessary. Although they will do anything for gold, we're still not 100% sure of their agenda and where their loyalties lie. But we know that gold is the biggest talker, and they would be foolish to go against the crown. They have presence, but we wield power far more superior to theirs.
Of course. Well, yes. As I say, enough talk of business. Why don't you go and grab some of those trophies of yours over there and bring some over? And how about we celebrate? And I'm pointing to the kind of decorative women he has around.
He just clicks his fingers and they shuffle over towards one. Sits in your lap and just sort of stretched. One sort of just sits in your lap and starts to straddle you a little bit. Just sort of starts whispering in your ear.
Is the bottle of wine that we're drinking on the table?
It is indeed.
Okay, I'm going to. How many glasses are there? Is it just mine and his?
Just yours and his.
I'm going to get up with the bottle, go get 2 more glasses, and can you just remind me, my Ankeg bile and spider venom, are they both, what are their actual properties as poison?
So the Ankeg bile is more just a very damaging poison. Probably, so as you know Mordrak fairly well, not enough to kill him on the spot, but it would do it's like a damage over time kind of poison. The spider venom has paralytic properties, so above table that'll be a save, and on a failed save he will be paralyzed for 10 minutes or until an antidote is.
If I was to double up the amount of spider venom in it, does the DC get harder?
No, the DC is set for just how well your body can deal with the venom.
Okay, well, I'm going to grab the 2 glasses. In one of them, I'm going to dump some spider vial in it and then pour some wine in it. And I'm going to kind of attempt to shift it with the glass already in front of him. I'll create a distraction. I'll kind of stumble back to the table and try and basically make the glass that was in front of him look like I've just put it down for the woman and put the glass with the spider venom in front of his. So I'm going to kind of fill them up to the same amount.
Hey, make a sleight of hand check for me, just straight, no advantage.
I wish we'd fucking long rested, guys. Oh.
So you go to place, try to, in a sense, switch the glasses. But you see his eyes are quite focused on his own glass. So last minute you decide that it's probably best to back out and you just place the glass to the side. And as you do so, you see his
hold
attractive
on.
female reach out towards it.
I would, if I was backing out, I would have held on to the glass.
Okay, you hold on to the glass, but so now you're holding your glass.
The one with him, I'll give a glass without Bile in front of, and then I'll be chatting to the woman next to me, and I'll basically just give her my glass and be like, "You finish this off. I want a fresh one," and I'll fill the one with spider venom up more and leave it in front of me.
Okay, you do so, and yeah, that is. You guys are just now. The conversation has changed slightly. He's talking more about. He starts talking about his role.
How far away from me is Triple G from this little private area?
He's not within eyesight. He's a couple of 100 feet away. It's a quite like he took you off around to the side. You're probably about 120 feet as the crow flies.
I'm going to announce that I'm going to go put a bet on before the fight, and I'm going to go look for Triple G. Okay.
Did you see Triple G? You have to remind me. Did you see Triple G transform? You know which one of the guards he is?
I believe so, we were all kind of together and then split off.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I agree. Yeah. So you make your way over to the small, like sort of dark alcove that Triple G is standing in and sort of keeping to himself is, and you head over. At this point, what are you doing?
I would say I'm probably looking for a concession stand. I'm probably looking for a good seat. I'm hopefully front row if they don't, unless someone kicks me out for not buying a ticket.
So you walk around, you see a little concession stand. They're actually selling some Harkon merch. They're like goblets, but the handles are two Minotaur horns.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a couple of like robes with his insignia on it, where it's like it's his
his boxing gown kind of thing.
It's almost like a clip art version of his face with two rapiers crossed like an X going across where his snout is.
Harkon uses ChatGPT
they're selling like also like some foods. There's like some honeyed nuts. There's like some sweet like cakes and desserts and pastries. There's alcohol being sold. So you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'll grab an assortment. I'll grab some of a little bit of everything. A mishmash of things. So I've got a holding buckets, some plates and cups and mugs, and I'll get one of the hats as well. Oh, no, sorry, not hats, the goblet. Sorry, with the
It comes to a total of like 7 gold for your mishmash of stuff. If you want to just mark that off. And then you head down to try and get a good little seat. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Oh, look at that.
So on that 18, you're looking to go get like a fairly decent like front row seat, and you see that there's sort of 2 different sections down towards the front. There's everyone here. Sorry, I've got something in my mouth. Everyone here is like slightly wealthy. Like there are no peasants, for example, but to the right-hand side, there's not a private box per se, but like a separate little section where you notice there are some more intriguing looking individuals. There are a couple of like very tall, slender elven women. They are like high elf in nature, wearing like beautiful gowns. There's actually a dwarven man in like very like ornate armor. Like this isn't like armor that's seen battle, more like it's ornamental and something of status. And you also see a familiar person. You see a woman that you've seen twice before and never said hello to. It is a female red dragonborn who you remember to be someone that played with BWA at the.
Wasn't she singing or something?
She was singing in the Grey Quarter the last time you were in Waterside, and she was also playing with BWA as a singer again during the Lundus Crest Festival back in Emberfield when you assassinated Count Bartholomew. And she's sitting there. You see that she feels a bit out of place, a bit uncomfortable, and she's seemingly with this dwarven man almost like a guest.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna go. Is there free seats near them or no?
There's free seats near them. Yeah.
Yes, with all my snacks, I'm gonna bumble over like like an American tourist.
You bumble over and she gives you a nod, almost of recognition, but doesn't say hello to you just yet. She just gives you a nod.
I just will nod back. I was gonna. Oh, howdy there.
She smiles at you in sort of a welcoming smile and says, "I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting each other just yet.
I don't think
one sec, sorry. I'm Tazira.
Tazira. Great name.
And you are?
YEGOR. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm nervous.
That's the most Down syndrome name.
YEGOR. Well, I must say your reputation precedes you. I've heard lots from your old members of BWA. They have definitely sung your praises. This she points to the dwarven man. This is a Bulric of House Deep Delve.
Bulric.
House Deep Delve. Bulric of House Deep Delve. Come on, man.
He gruffly just says, and then goes back to watching. There's currently a couple of bouts going on.
X gonna give it to you.
And he just goes back to intently watching the fighting. Bulric, well, we only met the other week, actually. I was pouring around, just doing some bard work, and he took a shining to my voice and decided to show me the finer things in life. What brings you here to the Golden Fang?
Honestly, just looking for a good bit of tussling, rustle, bustle, fighting. I placed a bet. I'm kind of into that thing.
Make an insight check for me.
I will do that.
She's been very warm with you since you entered, and clearly is appreciative of having someone to talk to that seems seemingly a bit more interesting than Lord Deep Delve. But at the hearing that you are a fan of like tussling and betting, there is just a flicker of like sadness and frustration in her eyes, but it hasn't really put her off. But,
do you not like fights at all, or no?
I prefer to see the beauty in the world. I think violence is senseless. I do love singing the stories of these heroes, but I prefer the heroism of them protecting the weak, as opposed to mindless violence like this. I mean, who benefits here? It's just fighting for entertainment. It's fighting for fighting's sake.
That there's a beauty in that, though, isn't there? Because you could look at these two fighters as two artists just painting the canvas with, well, their enemy's blood, I suppose. But that's to each their own, and it's up for interpretation. I mean, some fighters I've heard are really nice guys, and they're just here they're here for the event, they're here for their work, and in a way, is that not the same as playing music in the street just because you love music? They found this is legal, right? This whole place, this is legal. It's not underground.
From what I've heard from Lord Bulric, it's not quite legal, but seeing as it is run by nobility and merchants, they set a blind eye to it. It's I'd call it the grey area.
Okay, remember when I said that I love betting? Let me just preface with no, I don't, and I take that back, and I haven't given any money in, and the whole thing's disgusting.
She chuckles, and then she leans in closer with like a little bit of a whisper and says, We've run into each other a few times now, and I mean, I have to say, the first time you were dressed as nobility in a far-off land from us Dragonborn, and then you were hanging around with the more common folk in Waterside, and now you're here at an underground fight club.
I get around.
Well, I guess your story seems in wonders as to what your purpose is, if you don't mind me asking. I mean, it's not my business, of course, but I'm
my purpose.
Simply intrigued.
I'm not gonna rise to that. I think I'm still searching for purpose, but in a way, I do have a purpose now, which is to survive. And it just so happens that I've got some of the best seats in the house. I've got loads of snack. Would you like a snack? I hand her some peanuts, and I'm like, life is good at the moment. That it's tense, but with that tension, there will come great reward, which is nice.
She takes a handful of peanuts and chomps them in her dragonborn mouth, and says, "Well, I get what you mean."
Sorry, they are spicy.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, sorry, I understand what you mean about, surviving and carrying on and just sort of existing in this world. It's tough. I mean, I've been going around place to place trying to get some work. I heard about the announcement of the wedding today. I'm gonna try my hand at perhaps seeing if I can get involved in part of the entertainment.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be really good. Good for your brand, actually, doing weddings.
I mean, a royal wedding of Princess Sylvia of House Azuran is, about as great a gig as a bard like myself could hope for.
Who is that, sorry? Nah, I'm joking, I do know that. The biggest wedding of them all, yes.
I wonder, did you have any tips,
any tips? I mean, honestly...
The members of BWA spoke your praises highly. They said there was not a finer loose player around.
Yeah, but they also didn't think I was a gangster, so I don't know how much you can really believe them. I think, honestly, you want a tip? Here's the tip. And it's going to be lame, it's going to be cliche, but it works better than anything, and that's be yourself. People want to see you. They don't want to see this magical image of music. They want to hear the music that you come to play. So, take that.
Well, I thank you very much for your advice and for your help. I'll be staying in Azureth for a while. I've made lodgings at the Brushwind Terrace in the Artisan's Crown. If you ever want to visit, perhaps maybe we could play a little bit and
or maybe go for a coffee or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. Whatever's.
Have you been to the Spiral of Song yet within the Artisan's Crown?
No, Spiral of Song. I'm noting that down. What is that? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll find it. Is it a place? I'll find it.
Well, it is. I was wondering if you wanted to maybe go together.
Oh, absolutely, I would.
Baldric is not the most adventurous of companions. He's been lovely, but he's not quite into the finer things.
No, he looks a bit like a ball bag as well.
she laughs and puts a hand on your shoulder and giggles.
These peanuts are amazing. I think they're edibles.
She smiles and she just starts talking to you about music in general, her favourite songs, etc. And yeah, is there at this point now, Triple G, as you're standing there with the children hidden, you see Lord Halverick Dane, who you know to actually be JPJ in disguise, approach you.
I'm going to stand just off to the side of him, so I'm not going to actually approach and walk up right next to him.
I cast message as I see him approach and say, "That's it, well done. Keep your back to me and we'll discuss like this." Yeah. Is everything okay? Who was that? Did I see that guy speaking to JPJ?
Yes, you saw the gift come over to him. You didn't hear any of their conversation, and then obviously you saw him then walk off to a private room off around the bend.
I say, "Is everything okay? I wasn't expecting the gift guy to come straight up to you. I mean, what the fuck? Do you think he knows about the kids or?"
He know. I don't. Well, he knows of the kids' existence. He doesn't know that they're here. I didn't expect him to either, but turns out he obviously knows who I'm disguised as, and I also do know who he is. He is one of the names on my glaive. He was part of my old adventuring band. And I may need your help with something, but I'm not sure how you're going to like it, considering we got to leave these kids.
I mean, what did he say? Did he tell you anything of importance, or?
He told me a lot of stuff of importance, to be honest. He told me stuff about Zarlok's family, working with them. They're going to know that we're here when they see Zarlok, which, to be honest, they were going to know anyway from the breaking of the contract, but they're going to know that we're here. He told me fucking loads of shit. What was the shit he was telling me at the start that was crazy, Anne? I've forgotten.
Should we just say that you tell me everything? Because I do remember what was said, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll reply as the Sky Carver's working with Anton. Fuck. That is not good. That is not good at all. Well, it sounds like if he thinks the contract is in status, then that means we're okay for now and that they don't know it's been broken. I have an idea of what to do with the children, but it won't be an immediate effect. It'll probably, at best case scenario, be sorted in a few hours' time. So I don't know whether I agree. We probably, if you want to kill this guy right now, I'll back you, but I don't want it to impact Zarlok's fight. So I don't know whether you think we wait till the fight is over or we kill him whilst Zarlok is fighting, or if you don't want to kill him at all, maybe that's an option as well.
Well, I mean, I was more on the side actually of trying to debilitate and capture this bloke, because he might be quite useful information, but and then probably kill him after we've got some information out of him.
It's going to be extremely difficult to debilitate and get him out of there without anyone seeing anything.
I might be able to paralyze him and then claim him as being super drunk, but all throughout the fight, I can maybe just keep feeding him drinks and just try and get him as drunk as possible, then slip him some poison, paralyze him, and then kind of take him with me and say that I'm looking after him.
Right. You told him you were going to stick a bet on, so go back with him and just act like you are, do your plan, chill with him as if you are who you're pretending to be, and try and feed him enough drink.
I'll slam drinks with him.
That you can paralyze him. I will inform Yeg, and I'll try and inform Zarlok pre his fight of what's going on, so everyone's on the same page. Zarlok can fight, and maybe as it looks like the fight's coming towards an end, we can act and then all be ready to go at once. Okay. And I'll be nearby in the shadows in case it kicks off, but I'll have to stay in the shadows because of the children. I may need your help with a little bit of suggestion, maybe. But in the meantime, until all of this fight and whatnot I don't know if he's going to see Zarlok and kick off massively over the fact that heads up, there might be quite a few people in here who recognize Zarlok and know he's a part of what happened in the Shadowfell and everything like that. Like this could go south in here. At worst case, I'm ready to kick off. If it goes to combat, I'm absolutely ready to meet the task. I don't care anymore. Like, it's not a case of sort of diverting from that. If it happens, it happens. But let's exercise all options first, at least. Okay. Do you have the ability to message me, or?
I can't message you while I'm with him because I can't see you because I'm too far away. But if you're closer to where I am, then I'd have the ability to message you.
I will move closer, but stay out of... I don't think you have to be in sight for message. So as long as I'm within 120 feet.
120
We
feet.
can message. So let me know if it's kicking off, and I'll come and help. I'll let the other guys know,
Cool.
and I'm gonna send a message back to Zahith now, telling them that there's a red DEFCON 5 level emergency, and they need to send someone who can teleport to come here, take the children, and teleport back. Basically,
That's
as good.
Fucking wicked idea.
That's as good as idea as I have. I was thinking of asking Cyrell, but he can plane shift, which is actually a higher level than teleport. I think.
Asking Cyrell's not a bad idea.
Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna message Thalen. I'm gonna actually do it right now. Stay there.
Before you do so, just make a quick intelligence. Actually, it's not even intelligence. You know this as a wizard.
I think that's what you're gonna say.
Teleport is a 7th level spell.
Go on.
Then you have the only. So when it comes to teleporting to a place that you only have a description of,
I did read this earlier.
there is a chance
yeah.
that they can be off target, be in a similar area, or it'd be a complete mishap. When it's in the description area, they have basically a 25% chance of getting there on target. Another 20% chance of being close, another 10% chance of being in a similar area, and a 43% chance of being in a completely wrong area.
Right.
Yeah, I did read that earlier. Would I have any idea of anyone who fits the description of can teleport and has been to North Spire from my tribes?
I'll tell you what, let me roll a luck check for you. The only person that you would know would probably, as in 100% has a definite chance of being here, would be Thalen. She has, she's been to Emberfield. That's where she was, where the party first met her. And she was obviously, especially when the Master of Mages was gone for 100 years, became sort of a de facto speaker of the people of Zahith. So there is a chance that she would have been to North Spire. So I'm going to roll a D6, and you just don't want it to be a 1 or a 2. A 5.
Oh, thank God.
She would have been to North Spire. Now, the Golden Fang is a different area, but getting to North Spire, she should definitely be able to get to North Spire. Whether or not she gets exactly here or she gets somewhere in the city and then needs some time to get from there to here is
that's
different.
As long as she's there or thereabouts, that's fine.
But she can get. She has a very high chance to be able to get to the city.
I'm gonna cut connection quickly to Jean-Pierre, and I'm gonna cast sending to Thalen and say, "Mum, extreme emergency. 2 refugee ASMR children under my protection. Teleport to North Spire and meet me for extraction. You're my only hope." And that's leave it at that.
You get a response. She says, "Understood. I will be there. Should I come now or should I wait for further instruction? Where do you plan to do this handoff?"
Hang on, 3, 6, 8, right. So I'm gonna have to recast that, aren't I?
You would have to recast it, yeah.
Right, it's the last time I can do this. Fuck. Shit.
If you have high level spells, you can always cast it as a higher level spell slot if you have those.
I don't. I've got 1 4th level spell, so I use that.
Okay.
I quickly message Jean-Pierre and say, and basically explain what the conversation just was, and be like, I'm not going to tell her now. What do I tell her? Maybe I'll message her later. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Maybe just say, meet me in 3 hours. This isn't going to take 3 hours, and I'll meet her somewhere in 3 hours.
Or where? You're going to have to dictate to her where in 3 hours. You need to be specific.
Where's easy to get to for both of us? Maybe in the... She would be able to. They're not so Yan, to my knowledge, because they're not looking for her, she would just be able to walk through the gate. The whole reason it was delayed for us was because we were actually being looked for, and we had to take a back way in.
To your knowledge, she should have no problem to get anywhere in the city, barring obviously Crown Spire.
Oh, I see. Okay, perfect. She's gonna have to come in then, because we can't go out. So I recast sending and say,
meet me in... teleport straight into North Spire, no?
Well, if it goes right, yeah. If it goes wrong, she needs to know a rendezvous point.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, in fact, meet me in 4 hours at the in the underground. What's the underground section called? Where the lava is?
Inner Spire.
Inner Mount.
Inner Mount. Sorry. Meet me in Inner Mount. At fuck. Is there like a tavern in Inner Mount or something that I would know?
You know the Vaulted Warrens is the upper part where it is just more residential, and that's where the taverns and stuff would be.
Meet me in the vault. Meet me in the local tavern of the Vaulted Warrens in Inner Mount. I'll be there waiting for you in 4 hours, something like that.
She says, "Understood. I will make my way there now and be ready for you. I will send you a message when I am there with the exact location. I'll be waiting."
Sorted. Right, I'm now out of those completely. Yeah, I've got 6 spells altogether left. Okay.
Yan, I have a quick question. You know, I was trying to take a short rest before last session ended. Did that go off?
I will say you had a short rest whilst you were just drinking with Mordrak. It's only like 20 minutes, half an hour, and you were just sort of chilling.
Oh. Okay.
Never call me a bad DM ever again.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, that means I can roll hit dice as well.
You can roll hit dice as well, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm full. Okay, I'm gonna say to Triple G. Okay, plan is I'm gonna go back and just attempt to get this guy as drunk as possible. You sort out. Well, you maybe try and let the others know that Zarlok is definitely compromised in here, and things could go south. And then let them know of your plan with Fallon as well.
I mean, am I even within 120 feet of them now? Do I even have to move?
If you were to basically, so in theory, using this map, the private room that Mordrak and Jaff are in is around here. You're standing around here. So if you were to go over this way, pretty much, you could be within 120 feet, no problem.
I cast message to speak to Ira and say, Ira, I'm working on a plan to get you and Kale out of here. You're gonna go with my mum, and she's gonna come and get you and look after you for a little while. Just follow me, and I'm just sorting some things out before we go, and I'm gonna lead them around the outskirts in the shadows. Obviously, they're still hidden.
You as you send that to her, you get a response back, and you realise it's not a message cantrip. Like, it's something different. It functions the exact same way, but it seems almost as if with the message cantrip, there's like a slight bit of fuzziness as the sound sort of goes through the weave into your brain and you hear it. This is almost like you're hearing her speak directly inside your head. And she just says, "No worries, we'll follow you. Thank you for everything."
And I lead them around, get within eyesight of Yeg, cast message, and just fill him in. He knows everything that just went down.
Fill me in.
He gets fully filled in.
Yeah, you get filled with everything just going on. The plan that, a couple of hours and you got to get out of here, etc.
I'm gonna wait until Zarlok steps out, and then quickly, or if I can see him now, we'll do it. But if he's still if he's downstairs like preparing to come out for combat, then I'll wait until I see him and quickly let him know.
No, at the moment there's probably like another 40 minutes, maybe an hour before Zarlok's going to come out and have his bout. So at the moment he is in Harkon's private chambers. So I guess in this next 45 minutes or so, is there anything anyone needs to be doing? Obviously, I know, Jaff, you're going to be trying to get Mordrak drunk.
Yeah, I'm just going to be...
Apart from that, is everyone just sort of... Yeah, apart from that, everyone just sort of chilling around waiting for it to happen? Or is there anything anyone needs specifically before it starts?
I am just chilling. I'm like Zarlok's #1 fan right now.
I think I converse with Yeg and get him to kind of like not be too near, because obviously I'm trying to hide, but he's within 10 feet, sat in a seat maybe. Like I know Yeg wants to sit and watch to blend in, so I will be nearby and we're all kind of near like the private chambers of this guy and Jean-Pierre. So we're not like a round's movement away, we're there.
Yeah, so I mean, you're quite lucky in the sense that Harkon's private room is like technically there, like because it goes in a bit. Yeg's front row seats are up here because you're all on the same level at this time, and you're standing around about here. So you are all fairly close to each other at this moment in time.
Cool.
All right. So, Jaff, are you trying to just get him drunk, or are you trying to eventually slip this poison into that thing, or are you going to wait for a later time in the night to try and make the move with the poison?
So I will have thrown away that first drink, because...
Yeah. I believe you have 2 doses left, because I think you have 3 doses of spider poison, if I remember right.
Yes, I did indeed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw that away, and when I'll come back, I don't know, I'll just have like grabbed a tray of shots from this little like I presume the private area has like a little bar.
Yeah. There is a bartender there who's slightly better dressed than the rest of the hired help.
I'll grab I'll ask for a tray of shots from there.
He pours out. It's like a clear liquid, but it gives off, because it seems to be like quite expensive stuff. It gives off almost like iridescent fumes, as the alcohol content actually almost evaporates directly in the air, and there are these like rainbow sort of fumes coming off. Make an investigation check for me. This is something that you've probably heard of just growing up in nobility. This is an alcoholic beverage made from almost like distilled unicorn blood, and it is rather strong.
Right.
You know, a tray of these shots probably cost, like a bottle of this is going to cost a couple of $100 gold, maybe even like close to 500 gold for a bottle. And he's pulling it out.
I'll keep telling him to fill up the tray. I want this tray like full of shots.
Cool. He puts down 12 shots for you, which is about half the bottle, and passes you the tray. And it brings the tray over for you. Actually, he doesn't even let you carry it. He brings it over and places it on the table. And Mordred says, Lord Dane. To be fair, I'm not surprised. It must be quite lonely and boring for you down in Brimstone Keep. So if you have one night off, you might as well enjoy it. Although your head will be pounding tomorrow.
Well, I hope that you would join me, considering it is such a rare occasion that I am out here. And why don't we celebrate?
How long does Charm Person last?
Charm Person lasts for
Oh, fuck.
an hour.
All right.
Last for an hour.
How long? I would know how long it's been since I've charmed him here, right?
We're gonna roll a luck check. I think it's probably been close to an hour, but it might not have gone over yet. So we're gonna roll a d6. You just don't want 1.
Right.
3. It's been about 50 minutes, which also means, here's a more important one actually. Your disguised person. How long does the disguised person last?
So an hour.
An hour.
Right. So basically the question is, has it been 10 minutes? Were you disguised for longer or less than 10 minutes before you charmed him? So it's another D6. The problem for you though is that it's going to be close either way. You don't want a 1 or a 2 on this D6. And the answer, the number here will also tell you how long you have left.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's lagging on rolling the dice. It just still says, okay. You have about 5 minutes left of disguise person, and you can make that under assumption in your head. So make a persuasion check with advantage for him to do some shots with you. $13. He says perhaps 1, maybe 2. We're enjoying our evening. It's good news, of course. There's a royal wedding on the horizon. Okay, I need Constitution saves from the both of you.
Because I am dead, and therefore the consumption of this liquid does not actually affect me. Wow.
Aha, that is true. You are like that. Let me just go to your character sheet one sec. Where does it cut? Where does it come under? Grave touched. Yeah. Yeah, grave touched. Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. So I'm gonna assume that okay, in that case, I will ask for a deception check on your half to make it look like you're actually doing a shot, and you're actually feeling the alcohol.
Okay, just a straight flat deception.
Straight flat deception check.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, so he needs a Constitution saving throw. More Drac.
Also, just a above table question: am I able to cast Disguise Self again to kind of just re-up my disguise?
Just put in the chat for me real slow. Make sure as long as there's no verbal components. There is a verbal component, so you'd have to. You could do it as long as obviously you either make a sleight of hand check for him to not hear it, or you walk away somewhere and do it where you can't hear, and then you just re-ups. It won't. There'll be no discernible action upon it. It will just give you. It will just up it up for another hour, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make his con saves, and then I'll say what I'm going to do.
So 11 and 10 with a +6 to both of them. Right, he rolled like shit.
You said it's very strong alcoholic, so surely this AC is high.
It is. So he does 2 shots, and he's not paralytic by any chance, but there's a slight slurring to his words. There's a bit of Githyanki are cold-blooded, so you can actually see a very visible rosiness of how his internal body temperature has risen just from these 2 shots of alcohol, and the green scales start to rose up a tiny little bit, and Githyanki's sweat, which is almost more like a gel, like slime substance, starts to sort of come out from the back of his neck. He says, "Ooh, that is the good stuff, eh? That is the good stuff."
As I take that second shot, I'm going to kind of shake my head and be like, wait, I'll get us some water, and I'll head over to the bar. And as I'm walking over to the bar, I'm going to re-up the Disguise Self on me.
I think you should get another hour of that. How are you doing? So, you're fine for spells because you've took a short rest.
I am.
Lucky boy. So, by that time, we are coming very close to the beginning of the bout. So, Zarlok, you are sitting with Harkon, changing up stories. And as he's in the middle of telling you how he once wrestled a beholder in the Underdark with just his bare hands, a short-looking halfling gentleman wearing a pair of spectacles and these ceremonial robes walks in and says, "You are the final fight of the evening, and I think we are getting close to ready for you. So we shall bring you down to your chambers to be prepared. We will give you a quick once-over, make sure that you're all in perfect health and there's no shenanigans going on. And yeah, your bout will begin very shortly. So if you have any last words you'd like to speak to each other, now is the time."
I have thought about your offer. and I have decided that you are a good man, and death is not ready for you, or I would like to say neither I. Who knows? I could trip over and hit my head tomorrow, but I would like to put an offer onto the table and say, if you beat me, you get the compass and can call YIAN. Would there be any way for him to contact me whatsoever?
Yeah, he's a very well-respected fighter in the capital city. There would be plenty of ways for him to have some sort of magical item given to him to allow him to have conversation with you, like similar to the LOUIE sending spell, but in a magical item rather than the actual innate casting of the spell.
Okay, I'm going to say to him that he can call on me once wherever I am, and I'll just get up and leave, and I'll come and help him.
He nods and says, and I extend the same offer to you. So he reaches out a hand and says, so we'll be fighting till someone yields?
I'm gonna hang on. I would like you to all peer your eyes to WhatsApp quickly.
Where's my phone?
Right.
Where is my phone? Oh, there it is.
I'm in.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
He takes your arm into a flexing of biceps kind of handshake and says, "You're a good man, and just because we're not going to the death doesn't mean I want you to go easy on me. I want you to give you your all, because I'm not going to hold back."
Finn's gonna have to.
I'm gonna do the exact same high five as he says that.
Finn's gonna have to edit that into the video.
Cool. You shake hands, and then the halfling gentleman takes you to a small little chamber for you just to prepare yourself. You get one person who just gives you a quick, like, sort of scan up and down, and his eyes sort of glow purple. He just does a quick detect magic, make sure there's no magical enchantments on you whatsoever, apart from obviously the obvious ones on your sword and your armor and stuff, but none actually on you. And yeah, you have a few minutes to prepare yourself for a fight in front of, almost 1,000 people, I reckon, in this venue, if you have all the people that have come to watch. Is there anything Zarlok does to hype himself up before he walks out?
Zarlok is gonna go up to the little referee, and he's gonna request that the referee hums a song as he enters, and he's gonna hum in the ref's ear. Ooh-wah-wah. Ooh-wah-wah. And then he's gonna just walk away and then start doing press ups, but in a handstand. So he's like doing like shoulder press ups.
Yeah, like calm. So you're there doing a press ups. The announcer sort of walks away a little bit flabbergasted, but is not going to ignore this like heavily tatted, burly Goliath man. And as you're finishing off your warm up, the draw, it's almost like a gate, it's going to be pulled up and down. There's one on either side. You're on this side over here, and so you're on this side over here, and Harkon's on this side over here. The one on the opposite side starts to open, And Harkon begins to walk out, and the announcer says, "Ladies and gentlemen of Northspire,
Here we go.
we are gathered here at the Golden Fang for a sanctioned bout between these two warriors. Coming in as the reigning champion, 100 fights, 100 victories.
Jesus.
We have Harkon Toughhorn."
Oh no.
And he walks out.
Wanker.
He walks out fully robed, fully dressed in his finery, holding out these.
His horns are offside. His horns are offside.
And he stands there, and the crowd are going nuts. They're going crazy. Women are throwing flowers down there. One girl's taking off her bra and throwing it at him, and it's sort of hanging off his horn. This point, he is smiling at the crowd. He's enjoying the adoration, but it's not like he's big-headed in any way. He's just happy that people recognise his strength and his power. And as the crowd begins to settle down, the halfling man says, "And our challenger, unknown, unnamed, simply a beast of muscle, power, and strength. The challenger, thunder." And he starts to hum the thing, and the crowd start clapping in unison, almost like the Icelandic.
Zarlok's gonna come running out, and he's gonna run around the arena doing the airplane.
The crowd start to go fairly wild. Not quite as much as it is for Harkon, but they're enjoying the showmanship.
And then he's gonna as he's running around doing the airplane, he's going, "Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough."
Okay, so let me just put everyone up on here. Let me just.
How did you do that?
Scared.
Like in night mode.
Scared.
Oh, look how cute Harkon looks in his little icon.
And then we just pull out Zarlok.
At least you're not. At least this isn't life or death, and this is just a gentleman's bout.
Yeah, dignity's on the line though.
So, as the crowd starts to subside, just before the halfling man starts off the bout, Harkon begins to fully undress from his sort of more ceremonial robes.
Hog out.
Hog fully on display.
And as the robes drop to the floor, you see he is covered in these runes, these glyphs in the ancient giant dialect, which as a Goliath you read.
Oh, brilliant.
You don't understand all of it, 'cause a lot of it is kind of magical in a sense, but you get the gist that half of that, there's one on the right hand side of him and some on the left hand side of him. The right hand side talks about storm, lightning, the tempest, and the other one talks about the beauty of the resilience of the hills, the mountains, the unyielding landscape of land. And he begins to mutter a few words in giant, and the runes on him begin to glow. He begins to increase in size. His eyelids reopen, and his eyes are full of just almost lightning blue energy as they like crackle with just it's not even magic. It seems like it's almost something just like pure and raw power as he invokes these runes. And as he stands there, smile on his face,
Hog out.
he says, "Let's do this." And the crowd go crazy. The halfling man walks off to the side, And let's roll initiative.
Fred, above table, it's been so real.
Okay, good start. But better from Harkon already.
Wow.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm actually shitting myself.
Okay. So, all right, let's just get the battle music going, and then let's get this party on.
Kenku, drop the beat.
Kenku, drop that beat. Let's go with.
Kenku, get gentleman's jousting music on. Oh, yes.
Okay, so.
Slightly camp, Kenku, but it'll do.
Harkon is simply, with his action, going to wander directly into the middle, pull out both of his rapiers, just almost like, you know, when you're sharpening like a knife on like a sharpening like skewer, just does that with both of his rapiers. Enters.
Is it too late to say that I should have had advantage on my initiative roll?
You can re-roll it. Just roll it in the chat. Because I don't want to actually roll it again, because you already beat like behind him.
Yeah.
You still just about lose off of a dexterity tie break.
Oh my god,
That's crazy, beating him by 0.4.
He simply walks into the middle.
That's
0.4 even.
Stands there, takes out both of his rapiers from his side, like slices them together in the air, and sparks of storm energy fly off. Places one almost behind his back, one in front of him, enters a parry stance, and says, "Do your worst." Ooh. And it is now your turn. So basically, at the end of every turn, you can change your stance, and they all do a different thing. They are on the left, and then whenever you make an attack, you can choose whether you want to attack the red area, which is a disadvantage on attack. But if you do hit, you take max damage. The blue area is just a normal attack. Green area, if you hit, they have to see a saving throw or they have disadvantage, or their legs, and it's another different. They've got to succeed an acrobatics check, or they'll fall prone. And you can choose which of those, which with every attack you do. And at the end of your go, you choose a stance. Or at any point in your go, really, you can do it at the beginning of your stance. Your go if you want. So he's standing there in a parry stance, ready for you to
Would
come.
this matter? Would it matter if I went into a rage or not?
You go to rage. Yeah, 100% go to rage.
Sweet, I'm gonna rage.
Okay, so yeah, Zarlok, you are up. You are in a rage. It is your go.
I'm gonna go into a offensive stance.
Go on.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
And then, I'm gonna shuffle forward.
Okay.
Oh my god, wait, +3 to hit, plus your modifier, and then if you reckless attack as well, that's advantage.
Right.
This has the ingredients.
Oh,
of a
wait,
good
and you've
fight.
got aim as well. Fuck, I didn't think about it.
I am gonna,
That means on reckless attack he would get a flat roll on the head.
A flat roll on the head with a +3 as well.
That's pretty crazy.
Jesus.
I wonder how much health this guy has.
No idea. Lots.
I'm scared for Zarlok.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a big fan
attack
of
one of the
Terrible.
bloke's arms.
Oh, go on.
You guys have his armed, yeah?
That's strategy.
Yeah.
Cool. So your offensive stance, rolls a hit. Are you recklessly attacking or are you attacking normally?
I'm gonna, hang on 1 second.
Just remember, if you recklessly attack, then he also gets advantage back on you.
Well, so it would just be a flat roll then, if you hit on the arms. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
The advantage and the disadvantage is negated.
You cancel out. Yeah.
So that gives me 3 attacks basically, doesn't it? If I was the reckless attack.
No, reckless attack it gives you advantage on your attacks, but it also means that you get advantage against you from when they attack you. So basically, both of you will have advantage on each other for this round. A third attack is when you go into a frenzied rage, which you can go into a frenzied rage now, and then next turn you'd have an extra attack, a third attack.
I am going to reckless attack on him.
Okay, so you're rolling with advantage.
Yes.
And you get a +3 to hit, and you're going for his arms. Okay, so 22 hits. Roll damage, and I'll roll his. Probably 25 definitely hits. Yeah, definitely hits. So 17 points of damage, and let me give him a strength saving throw. 19, so he saves, so he doesn't have disadvantage on the next attack. But you deal 17 points of damage. So describe how this first attack. How are you approaching this fight?
Is it +3 to that though?
To your attack, not to your damage. Just so it's 25 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
How am I going about this? I'm striking more at his like wrist area to try and disarm him.
I see. So
because he's got two swords at the moment.
He's got two swords, yeah. So as you run up to him, you wielding Stormcleaver in your hand, you can see he's very light on his feet, quite dexterous. Or he's strong, don't get me wrong. He's very much both. But as you run forward, weapon in hand, you slice down at his wrist. He manages to sort of move slightly out of the way and it hits the back of his wrist rather than the front of his wrist. And he just angles it in a way where it's a bit more of the flat of the blade. He manages to hold onto his sword. It does like vibrate a little bit in his hand. But blood just immediately starts pouring from his wrist. He looks down, gives a grin, looks back up at you, sort of bites his lip a little bit and was like, let's go. You have a second attack. You can aim for a different area. You can go for the same area again. Up to you.
I'm then going to. So, can I then go into a stance after I've say I attack again? Can I change?
No. So you're in this stance now.
Until the next,
one stance until your next turn, yeah.
I'm going to swing at his other arm. Actually, I'm going to swing at the same arm. Swing at the same arm.
Okay, you have advantage still. With a +3 to hit. 28 definitely hits. So roll damage, I'll do another strength saving throw. He natural 20 to save. But he does take 16 points of damage. So annoyed at the fact that he still is holding onto his weapon, you literally go again at the same point in the arm, hit the exact same point, and it goes through skin and hits bone. Literally like cleaves through the skin and hits bone. And the sword is wedged in there for a second, and his grip is still iron tight. And he actually uses the fact that the sword is deep in his arm just to pull you a little bit closer, smiles, and then just sort of pushes you away with his horns and just like get you off of his body.
What a sexy man.
And then he swirls his rapier in his hand, ready to go at you again. Are you going into a frenzied rage, whereby from next turn you'll have a third attack, or are you staying as you are?
I am going to go into a frenzy rage, yes.
So as your opponent actually goes to frenzied rage, you now have a third attack from next turn onwards. Okay. That is your go. Harkon is up.
I just rolled my own dice. I just bought a new dice today to see what he would how bad his first attack would be. I rolled a nat 1, picked it up, rolled it again, rolled a nat 1 again.
I made a mistake. I'm really sorry. I've got to do this because I should say as well, actually. So you, as a barbarian, you know that you are resistant to a lot of damage. And you look at this guy, you can tell he's not a barbarian. He's a purebred fighter. Like, he is someone that has learned the art of fighting. But you see that when you were damaging him, the runes on his left hand side, the ones that had the stuff about the resilience and the strength of land and the hills and the mountains began to flash, and you realize the reason why he was able to tank a lot of that so well is that he also has a similar ability to you to fend off sort of standard damage or standard damage like bludgeoning. Above table, he also has resistance to the same damage types that you do. So actually it's getting +16 because I've done that too much. So 113. Cool. Okay, so it's Harkon's go now. He is going to stay in his parry stance, and he is going to pull out his rapier, spin it around in his hand, and he's going to make 2 attacks, almost like in an X, against, like, from right bicep to left hip, then up again to left bicep to right hip. So his first attack does a 19 hit.
19 hits.
And does a 21 hit. I'm assuming they both hit, yep.
Yep.
So 7 piercing and 6. That's 13 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And then as his bonus action, he is going to pretty much just try and hit you with his horns. He is going to literally...
Gonna try and fucking headbutt me.
He's going to headbutt you and just try and stab you in the chest with both his horns. So he makes a strength check plus proficiency. I need to actually...
that damage is halved, isn't it? Seeing as it's piercing damage.
Oh yes, yeah, you do take half of that, so you only take 6 total. It's 1.
Come on, wake up, Tyler!
I'm too busy thinking about my next attack, Rev.
Okay, so he's going to try and hit you with his horns as a bonus action. 22 hits.
Hits.
For another 8 points of piercing damage, half to 4.
Bro's got his own horns toggle button. What the fuck?
Horns toggle.
Horns toggle. Thing 1, thing 2, Yeg's mum is horns toggle.
Oh, good.
And you now see the blue storm energy in his eyes begins to sort of envelop his entire body, and he has this faint blue aura as his giant's might activates. It takes a round to happen. Cool. And he's going to stay in his parry stance. Okay.
John's
Zarlok, you're up.
Right.
Are you going to stay in a defensive stance, or are you going to change in any way?
I am.
He was going for your body, by the way, both times. Just going straight for your body. He's just trying to suss you out at the moment.
Not sure if
I'm going to a
knows
neutral
anything.
stance.
Okay. So your AC goes up by 1, and you get an extra +1 to your attacks.
With
I forgot I had advantage as well on you. I'm so dumb. I forgot the whole thing that you recklessly attacked. It's alright. We hit anyway.
Fuck. Where do I hit? I'm gonna swing for his legs.
You go for his legs, yeah? Cool. Are you attacking recklessly again, or are you going to go back to normal attacks?
Recklessly still. Yeah.
Recklessly, so you still got advantage.
Sure.
A 17.
18.
An 18, sorry, yeah, does hit. An 18 does hit. So he needs to beat a acrobatics check, and the DC will be 18 for him to stay on his feet. Roll damage for me. So he rolls a natural 1.
He rolls a natural 1!
Let's
A natural 1!
He's shaking, Zarlok, he's shaking!
As you go,
shaking, bruv.
as you go for his legs, you are certain you have done enough to knock him on his feet.
No.
And in the back, just you feel a tingle on your spine, and you hear the cackle of a familiar voice of the night hag from the Shadowfell.
What?
And you remember how you traded away a little bit of your fortune
No fucking
for your grandfather's final memory, and that one now becomes a nat 20 against you. That is one of 5 uses I have used up against you. I was saving them for this fight.
Remembered, Jan.
I was saving them for this fight.
You've
So he stays on his feet and he just takes
more.
You got 4 more.
4 more of those. Five uses. Yep. So he only takes 5 points damage because he's halved as well.
Should have bet on Harkon.
And he manages to stay standing, but he did feel the power of that, and he's standing waiting for you to make your second attack.
I'm gonna hit to the body.
Okay. Roll your attack. A 13 misses, and because he's in his parry stance, he gets to attack you as a reaction.
You can.
So as you go to slice, he gets advantage because we have reckless attack on. So as you go to slice at his body, he literally uses his one rapier to deflect it up and away, and then he comes across with his other rapier aiming at your chest. And he rolls a nat 20.
I knew he was. I literally was about to say he was going to roll a nat 20. I literally was about to say it.
So still a little bit confused from just hearing the cackle of the hag in the back of your head. He uses one rapier to deflect it upwards, and then he brings the other one slicing down across your chest for a total of 21 plus 20 plus 7 is 28. 14 damage is the after. Now it's been half, so 14 damage as he just cuts across your chest.
Fuck, man.
Meanwhile,
Life comes at you fast.
Jaff and Mordrak. So, as this is all going on, you are standing at the edge of your balcony of your private room, watching the fight. Mordrak looks down and sees this tattooed man. There's a flicker of recognition in his head, and he says,
Have I fed him any more alcohol in the meantime? Because I would have been trying to.
Make a persuasion check. With an advantage because he's drunk.
My guy. Can't handle his booze. Fucking loser.
24. Yep, so you'd give him another shot. Let's give him another constitution saving throw. Enemies, Mordrak. Normal constitution.
Ooh.
He just brings it down, grits his teeth, says, "Oh, that's the good stuff." This happened before he walked out, so I would say. And now he's looking down and he's seeing. He's like, "I've had a bit to drink, but that's our Goliath man." And he barks at all.
Him? No, that's not him. That's not him. That looks the one you described looked completely different to that.
Wisdom save.
Is he drunk enough yet where he gets disadvantage?
Not on a wisdom save like this. You're trying to add it with his brain, using magic, not with alcohol. I'm going to give him a flat roll for it. And 18 saves.
Oh my god.
Does he know he's... When the spell went to, he knows it was charmed. Oh.
My friend.
So as you put your arm on him to try and charm him, and he manages to fight it off, he looks at you and says, "Guards."
I'm gonna see this and cast suggestion, and I'm gonna say, as this is happening, like I literally said before the fight, I'm literally 10 feet away from Jaff.
Yeah, you're close now.
As I see them emerge, I'm like primed and ready, and as I see him go to turn to the guards, I step in behind him and whisper in his ear and say, "Go back inside and sit down and do nothing until I come back in and tell you to."
All right, another wisdom saving throw.
Come on, boys.
13.
Fails.
He says the word guards and says, "Never mind." And he heads back into his private room and sits down.
Hell
Raise
yeah,
your concentration up to 8 hours. Yes, yeah, okay, that's fine. Disguise self isn't a concentration spell, is it? No, it's not. Cool. All right, so he is tipsy, but he's not battered. He is charmed at the moment as to not to sit down, but he is aware that Zarlok is here, but he currently can't do anything about it.
Right, he's gonna have to be taken care of. That.
Okay.
Wait, so he's just sitting down doing nothing.
Yes.
Could I force feed him some water and say to the people around him, like, "Oh, he's had a bit to drink. I'm just trying to sober him up." Could I literally just pour it down his throat?
All right, I'll say he will have to save again because you're making a harmful course of action towards him, or an unwanted one. But if he fails that save, then I'm happy to let that happen.
Louis, you got any low portents?
I've got one portent left and it's a nat 20.
Right. Okay.
So he's got a fail below a 16, and if you do so, you can feed him that alcohol.
Well, we'll do that after the fight. We'll do that after. No, I didn't say I was going to do.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, he failed the save. Yes, yeah. No, he failed the save. You did it.
So you're feeding full things to him now, yeah?
I'm force feeding him spider venom, water with spider venom in it.
That's crazy.
Okay, as you do so, we're going to roll another luck check to see if any of the people in his private room are either brave enough to say about what they've just seen, or even if they see it at all. So this one is going to be 50-50. Rolling a d20. Jaff, call me evens or odds.
What do I say?
Gotta be evens, isn't it? It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's got to be
Surely.
evens.
All right. It's evens.
United.
You pour the spider venom in him. You've got to make a constitution saving throw for it as well. What is your poison DC? It'll be 8 plus proficiency plus charisma modifier.
So that is 8 plus 3, 11 plus 5, so 16.
16 is your saving throw for it.
That's decent, that.
He saves.
But
So
he's still suggested.
he still suggested. I would say that he sort of seizes up, but he is not completely paralyzed at the moment.
We have to immediately kill this guy.
Yeah,
He knows way too much.
Yeah.
Like he knows
yeah.
way too much.
Okay.
I say we leave him until after the fight now, though.
I will say as well, Jaff, you hear Ectis's voice in your head again. You see him laying there, suggested, semi-paralyzed, half drunk. I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw as you hear him say in your head,
No, Jaff. No.
consume.
Jaff, don't be annoying.
It's not me.
Hey, listen.
Oh, surely that's good.
You
Surely.
managed to fight it off again. Just about. You just a little bit of resolve and managed to fight it off. And we switched our attention back to the fight at hand. So that was the end of your turn, Zarlok. You went to a neutral stance. You had both your attacks. You've got your third attack because you are frenzied rage. To make a third attack for me. 24 will hit. So roll damage. And you're going. Sorry, I should have asked. Was that to the body or
body,
to
yeah,
the body
body.
again? Yeah. 16 half to 8. So that's okay. So reeling back a little bit from your damage that you took from that parry, you bring up Stormcleaver and just swipe horizontally across. He managed to jump back a little bit, but the tip of the blade just goes just across his stomach, and he grins as he begins. Anything you want to do on your turn? Move or anything, or are you all done?
Well, if I was to move, he'd get
He would get a second opportunity. Yeah, he would. So I'm assuming you're going to just stay in melee with him. Yeah. Cool. Harkon gets ready. He is going to see that you're starting to be a bit dangerous, and is going to think that attack is the best form of defense. He's going to take an offensive stance, and he is going to aim for your head.
Oh no.
Oof.
But because you recklessly attacked him, he gets to attack normally rather than thingy. So if he hits with a +3, he will do max damage. So what's your AC?
19.
Is that including the +1 you just got from your neutral? Perfect. So he needs to hit a 19 or higher with a flat roll. 12 misses.
Nice.
He's going to go again for your head with his second attack. 20 hits. So max damage for that is 13 points of damage, halved to 6 for you.
Wow.
So you take 6 points of damage as he goes with one attack for your head and you manage to duck out of the way, but just as you manage to duck out of the way, you see the other rapier coming up and just scratches you along the bottom of the chin, leaving like a big deep gash, and blood starts to pour out of the bottom of your chin.
Did you say he's got he's half slashing and blunt damage?
Yeah.
Where it is.
Yeah. He's resistant to those sort of damage, same as you are.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of his turn.
I'm gonna go into a defensive stance. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into offensive stance.
Yes, Zarlok.
Come on then! And I'm going to swing at his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I see Zarlok change his stance, and knowing Zarlok as well, knowing he's been hit in the head, that he's going to hit him in the head, my eyes go white, and Zarlok feels the power of my divination. I give him my nat 20.
Amazing.
Oh my god!
Talk to me. You know what? Let me just quickly have a look at your character sheet. So, what are your damage? What do your attacks do? It's 1d something plus whatever. What is that?
It's my Storm Cleaver does 2d6 plus 4 slashing.
So that will be 16 plus your rage damage, which is 18. So 36 total. Obviously, halves it down to 18. So you feel the power of GILDOR's divination magic flow through you, and just like when you used to practice your attacks just against, whether you were sparring back home or fighting against like a dummy just for like training purposes, just pure muscle memory. You go to feint with one side of Stormcleaver and you watch him bite on the feint and move back, and as you do, you spin your wrist round and jab it forwards and you gouge out his right eye as Stormcleaver goes right into his eye.
Wow.
And the eye,
Fuck!
and as you pull the sword out, you see at the end of the blade his eye still sparking blue from his storm energy, just sparking on the end of Stormcleaver.
Zarlok's going to go, oh my god! I'm joking.
He literally, there's like a little bit of where the like part of the eye, like the bit that's attached almost to the optical nerve, is still hanging out of his eye, and he just pulls his hand up, grabs onto that little bit of the optical nerve, rips it out,
Oh my God.
throws it on the floor, looks up, and just has the most happy smile on his face.
He's fucking mental.
As blood just pours out of his eye.
I'm gonna like put my sword out to like, touching gloves at the start of a round in like UFC. It's gonna be like a little
Touching tips.
nice.
And that was your first attack, so you can
And
suffer
I'm gonna
2 more
attack
times.
again.
Oh my god.
Okay, are we recklessly attacking or are we attacking normally?
Of course, we're recklessly attacking.
And where are you aiming for this time?
I'm gonna go 1 for his head again.
Okay, so roll flat, just for me, roll a flat attack for me, because it counts as a disadvantage, and you get a +3, so you...
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Dude.
Okay, so you do 9 points of damage total, as it were 18, but half to 9. As once again, you don't quite manage to get the other eye, but just with the fact that he's now running
He's
with
fully blind and still smiling.
he's running with half vision. So again, as you go, he's not expecting to go to the head. He's thinking that you're going to try and change it up on him. And again, you go with that feint, flick the sword up, and it just gashes into his cheek.
Instead
and
of
it's the
dodging
cheek
it.
wide open, and you can look through his cheek, and you see his tongue inside and like half of his jaw all exposed as there's a massive gash in his cheek now. Blood is just his face is covered in blood. It's like matting his fur, and he is having the time of his life.
So because he's like, that give him disadvantage on attacks.
No, he's a seasoned enough warrior that even with one eye, he's still pretty good. But if you actually,
It's happened to him before.
I'll tell you now, if you crit on the head again, who knows what will happen?
Are you taking a piss? That's like obviously going straight for the head again, isn't it?
Before this last attack, I'm gonna shout out from the balcony. Whoa, look at the strength of this guy, or whatever. As I'm faking drunk, and I'm gonna give him a bardic as well.
Oh,
I'm
so you get
gonna look into like.
oh, we lost you there. We lost you there.
Yeah.
I said I'm gonna look into a rough area of the crowd, point.
Lost you again.
Point and wink.
Point
Yeah.
and wink. Oh, nice.
Can I quickly say that when I gave Zarlok that nat 20, I want to use my divine magic to, in his mind, conjure up, especially in such a similar environment, his memories of fighting his dad,
Oh my god.
and how alone and scared he was, and have him see momentarily through my eyes and see all these people cheering for him, and more importantly me, and Yeg in the crowd cheering for him as well, and that he's actually not on his own.
Surged with the extra power that you have now, knowing that where once you fought alone, you now fight with the powers of others beside you. You realise that you probably weren't strong enough before meeting these people to attack someone of this strength and look like you have the upper hand at the moment. And you realise that the strength of many outweighs the strength of one. And you have that feeling as you go towards your last attack, aiming, I'm assuming, towards the head again.
Correct.
All right. Roll to hit the head, flat roll.
Oh my goodness.
25 hits. So that does another 18 drop down to 9 damage. You are whittling away at Harkon.
Remember, Fred, you can use the bardic either on rolls to hit or on damage. I'm not saying to use it now, I'm just saying you can use it on either.
I'm going to use that on the damage.
Can you use a Conjure of Whispers Bard?
Is that
it does on College of Valor.
Was it only Valor? I thought you could use it on either.
No, College of Valor Bard is the only one you can use it to add to your AC or to your damage.
I thought I'll double check, but
if not, I'll add it whatever is afterwards. But I'm pretty sure it's just that way.
Yeah, you can just add it afterwards.
Yeah, cool. All right, it is now Harkon's turn. He, losing an eye, having his face cut to shreds by this Goliath man in front of him. He's happy, but he looks bloodied, like he is smiling through the pain. He's gonna also enter an offensive stance. He's like, anything you can do, I can do. And he's also going to go for your head with his attacks. So he gets a flat roll because you directly attacked him. He has a +3 to hit. So what's your AC in 19? No, 18.
No, it's 17.
17. Okay, 17. So he needs to. Okay, so he needs a +3. So hits. I'm gonna roll both of them just now because you're going for both for your head. The second one's a miss. So that first one does 13 half to 6 points of damage. Oh no, sorry. Plus that's my 19 half to 9 points of damage.
What's your health looking like, Zarlok?
Just below half.
It's an even fight.
It's only attack rolls.
Yeah, I thought as much. Cool. And then with his bonus action, he's going to attack. He's going to attack your body with his horns. Just a regular attack, which means he gets advantage. Plus his +3, so 26. Split of that hits for 11 halved to 5 points of damage as he headbutts you in the chest and just gouges out like a piece of like flesh underneath your like left nipple, where his horn has just like managed to get in there, just cut away a bit of flesh. Just about a flap of skin hanging around there now. And yeah, that is him done. Zarlok, you're up.
Come on.
I'm gonna go into a defensive stance, and I'm going to swing at his leg. Actually, yeah, his legs.
Okay. Roll to hit. Recklessly attacking again.
I'm not going to recklessly attack. And on this roll, can I use Luke's bar inspiration?
You can use it after you roll, can't you?
Yeah. Roll first. See if you want to use it.
If you want to use
no, actually, I'm not going to.
23. All right. So the DC is 23. Harkon acrobatics check. Oh, sorry, that's an advantage. Should be rolling normal. My bad.
Say, is this guy on crack?
Meets it, beats it. So roll your damage.
He's mental.
So 14 half to 7. So once again, you swing at his leg You take out a bit of chunk of flesh, like right where his like lower area of his calf. He stumbles for a second, but he manages to like push off one of his rapiers to get back on his feet, pirouettes and turns to face you again.
I'm gonna swing at his legs again.
Roll to hit. 15. You can use your. Is it a D6 that you have, Jaff?
It is indeed a D6.
If you want to roll a D6 to add it to that, you can. So 19 does hit. Let's see if he beats the acrobatics check.
Oh, this guy needs to
beats it.
suck out.
So once again, roll your damage for that is 4 total.
This guy needs to fucking suck out so bad.
You again go for the other leg this time. Same thing. Takes out a chunk of flesh. Falls down to a knee this time, but manages to spring up, ready to go again. And yeah, one more attack.
Wait till I'm stood up in my office right now.
Are you going for the legs again?
Fuck it, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
there's just right now. Stand up, jump once, and immediately jump a second time, and then immediately try and jump a third time. Each jump was gonna get lower and lower. This third one, he's fucking hitting. Fuck!
You swing, and as you see, he knows you're going for the legs again. He just jumps directly over the blade as it passes harmlessly underneath him. He's like, I can jump for days, mate. Don't worry about that.
He's been practicing his jumps, I can tell.
Right. He is going to. He is going to go into an. He's going to see that you've missed recently. You're going to go into a parry stance, and he's going to attack you at your head once again. Normal, because you haven't reckless attacked.
No, you didn't. You didn't reckless.
You know, it's normal. Yeah, normal. Yeah, normal. Yeah.
Isn't it disadvantage?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's of course a disadvantage. Yeah. And what's your AC?
My AC is 19 because I'm in a
defensive.
stance.
Cool. Yeah. Miss. He goes for the head, and you just sort of almost Matrix Neo from the Matrix, like lean back as it goes over your head. He's going to change up and go for your arm this time with his second attack. That is just a flat one to hit. And 11 misses. So as you go for the arm, literally as the rapier comes down, you just perfectly time it. You flex your bicep as the rapier comes down, and it just pings off your just pure muscle mass, like sort of pushes his sword away. He grits his teeth, smiles. Zarlok, you're up.
Big turn.
Come on in, cunt!
Come on, my
Come on in, cunt! God!
Talk to me. What you do? What stance and where you go? Offensive stance.
Frenzy attack!
All right. Where are you aiming?
I'm going for the head!
You go for the head. All right. So reckless attack.
You're supposed to roll with advantage if you're
He's going for the head. He's going for the head. He's going for the head.
True. You're in offensive stance, +3 though.
Oh, you're +3. That will hit.
18.
That will hit.
Oh my God!
That will hit.
Oh my God!
So that is 2d6 plus 5, so 17 plus your rage damage is 20. Rage damage +3 or +2?
Mate, the amount of damage that would have been missed out if it was not the only one who counted.
What's say that again, Jan? Is it what?
Yeah, Louis on the sideline pulling strings currently.
Your rage damage is +2 or +3?
Triple B's doing the like twisting his arms around.
2. So 12, 17, 19, half for 9. Okay. So go for the head, full damage. Perfect. All right. You got one more attack if you want to use it? Oh, you got 2 more attacks. Wherever you want to aim.
I'm going to then go legs because at some point he is going to be sheer jumping.
Cool. You have advantage on this. And a +3 to hit. $22. That hits. Roll damage. I'll roll his acrobatics check. So 11 half to 5. 19 fails. Okay.
Finally, there he goes.
All right. So let me do the right one. Harkon. Oh, sorry. I rolled Did I roll? Oh no, I rolled the right thing. Ignore me. It still would have been enough anyway. I accidentally rolled it for Mordrak, not for him, but it's the same. But it's +1 extra. It's fine. So 5.
Mordrak's falling over.
From his suggestion and jumped over fucking.
He falls on the floor prone. Now prone originally would give you advantage. As you already have advantage, I'll say because you have one more attack, I will give you an extra +2 to hit. So you have a total of an extra +5 on top of your multiplier.
I'm going for the head.
You go for the head. All right, so you got this to +5 to hit. Just a flat roll. 15 unfortunately misses. So as he's laying down on the floor, you bring Stormcleaver up, bring it down, and he just manages to roll out of the way as the blade literally clips him on the edge of the ear. Like there's now like it's almost like you've pierced his floppy bull Minotaur ears, but he's managed to get out of the way.
I reckon you're just ahead. I reckon you're.
I think you might just be
I reckon
ahead.
you're ahead by about 15 hit points or something like that. Because he missed.
I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you any numbers.
No,
it's incredibly close. It's incredibly close.
I reckon it's time.
Harkon's go. I haven't actually said this, but the ruling is because he's fallen prone, he was half moved to get up, which makes no difference here, but it means he won't be able to change stance. He's going to stay in his offensive stance, in his parry stance. But I will say because he's on the floor, he couldn't parry that attack that you just missed because he's on the floor. Can't parry from being on the floor. So he's stuck in his parry stance. He gets up. He's ready to go. And he is going to. You were actually attacking, so he's going to go for your head. So he rolls flat because you were actually no, you weren't attacking. He rolls with disadvantage again. Oh no, you were. Ignore me. Sorry.
No, I was.
A lot of stuff to keep track on. So flat roll.
Wait, if you were recklessly attacking, why was that last one a flat roll then?
Because he went for the head.
Yeah.
So full damage on the rapier with the giant's might is 19. That's 9 points of damage for you when it's half down.
Oh no.
This guy.
Oh no.
Fuck me, guys.
He's gonna go for the head. He's
Yegs
gonna go
finished
ahead
all
for it
his
again.
snacks. I'm fucking stressed, boys.
Yegs gnawing on his guitar.
I've got problems all over
Oh,
me. Like,
And he's stuck in his parry stance, and that is his go. Zarlok, you are up.
Defensive stance, please.
low block.
Part of the bus.
Park the bus.
Mourinho long ball route 1.
I'm gonna swing for the body.
Okay, roll to hit. Are you sorry? I'm going to ask. Are you Rexy or normally? Do you normally attacking?
Normal.
And 18 hits.
Yes.
15 half to 7.
I am so stressed, man.
Incredibly
I think we're
stressful.
just ahead. I think by like 3 hit points.
Body again.
Hits roll damage. 17 for a total of 8.
My God.
And body again.
Body again. Roll to hit.
Go on, yeah.
He's working the body.
Working the body for 19 half to 9. All right. I'm not going to say numbers, but I'll just tell you the difference in hit points at the moment is 10. There is 10 hit points in it. I won't say which way, but there are 10 hit points in it. And it's Harkon's go. He's going to switch. He's going to switch to an offensive stance. And he's going to aim 2 attacks at your head. You are in a defensive stance. Your AC is 19.
19.
And he has disadvantage on these attacks.
It's huge.
However, you see in his one remaining eye the fucking
Stupid slag appears.
the blue the blue sparks intensify, and they start to like the blue sparks intensify, and now his entire body is just crackling with this blue storm energy, and by his feet there is a small swirling, almost like mini tornado as the dust begins to cloud around him, and the bottom half of his body is now completely obscured from vision as this tempest energy harms around him, and that takes away his disadvantage for this round of attacks. It would give him advantage, so it just cancels it out. So he gets a flat roll at your head with an offensive stance. So he's got a +3, so he needs to roll 16 or higher.
Fuck.
First one hits.
Okay.
Fine.
And the second one hits.
Fred, it's been so real.
No, it's fine.
It would just be fine, I think. So you've got...
Goes to the 12th round, buddy.
19.
Come on.
So that is 19 points of damage from both those hits total. Are you still up?
Ed, what you on?
Fucking hell.
What you on?
6 HP, bro.
Oh my god!
This is it.
All right, that is the end of his turn. And as you stand there, you've got blood running down your face at this point. As you stand there, blood dripping. You look into the eye. You look into his one eye. He is emanating this aura of energy. For the first time, you can no longer see the nice, polite guy that you've been dealing with. He's realised that you two are in a proper bout. And he is not taking this unserious in any way, shape, or form. He has given absolutely everything to this fight. He is never... You can see the crowd have gone almost next to silent. They are in awe of what they're seeing right now. This is their champion who has fought 100 times, never lost a bout, never even looks close to losing. This random no-named Goliath has turned up as a 100-to-1 underdog, has pushed him to the very, very edge. Zarlok Greathorn, what do you do?
Offensive stance!
Okay. Zach, what are you doing? Talk to me.
I'm hitting for the fucking body!
You go for the body, roll with advantage, hits.
Yes!
Damage, so talk to me, what's the damage? Roll damage, 9.
What is that?
Another one!
Go again.
Yes!
Come on!
Right, I'm going to tell you this now. All you need to do is hit. All you need to do is hit him right now.
Holy shit.
Zarlok.
Roll to hit.
Wait, hang on.
Come on.
Hang on! Was this deal not that someone backs down?
No, if you can choose to hit him with non-lethal attack. So if you hit him, you can just knock him out.
We're going to 0 hit points, but that will be him yielding.
Holy shit.
With your +3 to hit, you get a total of 16. Harkon's AC is 16.
Holy mother.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my fucking God! I can't, brother. I can't do this. I'm so hot right now. It's freezing.
Yeah.
This is not a good combo. Holy... I'm stressed the fuck out. Oh my fucking God. Give me a minute.
I screenshotted to make sure there's no lies. 1 hit point, AC 16.
No, I went back and checked through all of the attacks. Everything under a 16 hit, everything above, everything under a 16 missed, everything above hit.
Holy shit.
Oh my
guys.
God.
We're rich.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit, boys, we're rich!
So Zarlok, standing there, covered in blood, eye to eye with a warrior that has never taken you this far in your entire life. This reminds you of fighting your father. How do you deliver the final blow that makes him submit?
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to swing as if I'm going to like swing for his leg. But like as I go to swing to his legs, and he like obviously tries to like parry or whatever, I'm gonna like jolt forward and elbow him in the face, and then carry on with my and then swipe his legs with my sword while he's on the floor. Have my sword against his throat. I'm gonna then pull my sword and put it back in the sheath, and then I'm gonna put my hand out to pull him back up.
He staggers up to 1 feet. The crowd hush. At this point, there is complete silence in this amphitheater, in this arena. And he gets up, and as you pull him up, he drops both his rapiers to the ground. He takes you by the hand. He lifts it up.
Oh my god.
And the crowd go crazy. They go nuts. They are screaming in adulation.
Just so you know, that what I just did to him there, I in my room. I described it as I did it. Swung at his leg, leaned forward, elbowed him in the face.
Oh. Fuck.
Who is like not a fan of fighting. Even she is in like raptured in with applause. Like it is going nuts in here. And at this point, 2 clerics walk out. They both come up to you. They both cast heal on you. You both heal back to full health as the blood begins to seep back into your body. The wounds begin to knit over. He's still missing an eye. A cleric is trying to reattach it, and he just sort of shrugs it off, says, "It's okay, I only need one." And you are now standing there face to face with Harkon, back at full health, as is he. And Harkon smiles, brings you into a big embrace, pulls out from his like robes that he left on the side, a compass, and then it's like a small. It's very simple. It's like you know when a posh woman smoked a cigarette and they put that thing on the end of it, there's like a little like long thin mouthpiece, so they don't put the cigarette up to their lips. It's kind of like one of those. And he says, "If you need me, just talk to me on this." And he claps you on the back, says, "I'll fight with you anytime."
What a G.
I'm just gonna fucking hug him. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna
he hugs you back. The crowd's going nuts. One of the halfling gentlemen runs over to you and says, "Oh my god, you were amazing. We need you here every night. We need you here every night. We like a killing me in you." And he starts going into this long spiel about how, you can get a cut of the betting rights, you can get your own merch stand here. So I'll make you famous. I'll make you the most wanted and feared warrior in all of Azureth, in all of the world. Like, we will make you into an icon.
I appreciate your offer, sir, but you look quite desperate. It's not a good look. I'll be honest. I think I've got a lot of money I've just won. So, like, I'm actually alright at the moment, but maybe I might take you up on your offer. I have, unless you counter offer the other people who have offered me already a fucking shit ton of money.
Any offer, I'll beat it. I don't care. I need you here.
1 billion gold pieces I got offered the other day, actually.
Okay, maybe not that much, but we'll speak. Go and rest. We'll speak. I'll come to you later.
Yeah.
Yes.
While it's all kicking off, I'm gonna message Gil, and I'm gonna say now.
I lean
wait, before this all happens, because who is this bloke?
What, the halfling guy chatting to you?
Yeah. Also, to calm myself down, I've just stood up and started throwing some darts. I just did a 140.
The halfling guy says, I'm Edward Hurnd. I'm a promoter.
Edward Hand.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Edward Hand. Right.
I'm going to take your email down and
Just if you need me, you can ask for me at the Jade Ember Inn. You can ask for me down here. They all know me around here. They'll put you in touch.
I'm going to shake his hand and say, "Good day, sir."
I'm going to lean over the railing. I'm going to before Yeg does, I'm going to lean forward and whisper, "Follow me," and I'm going to lean over the railing and message Zarlok and say, come up here now, it's about to kick off." And then I'm going to drag Yeg into the private chambers with Jaff.
I'm gonna douse my glaive with a shitload of spider venom.
I whisper to Yeg, "Be ready for a scrap, Yeg. I think it's about to kick off."
I'm gonna bardic inspire Jaff.
Okay, so
You got this, buddy.
you all walk in. You all walk in, and a fairly hammered but like still in control of himself Mordrak looks up and says, "What are you all doing in my chambers? What's going on?"
He's sat there doing nothing.
Yeah, you can still talk.
Do we need any more information out of him, or?
No.
Can I just say, listen, mate, if you say anything about anything that's happened tonight, I'm gonna fucking find you and kill you, and that is final.
He's not gonna.
I will. If he does.
Be able to.
No, but if he does, I will find him and I will kill him. That is a fact. It's written.
As Yeg's talking, I just cast Mind Spike on him.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna hit him twice with my glaive.
Jesus, F.
Okay. What is the save? Wisdom saving throw.
It's got some- so it's got
Plus
so-
5 to intimidation as well, guys. Just so you know.
Miss for. Is that 26 damage? No, that's
No, that's just my spell attack.
20 points of damage. So, drunk, suggested, and in a bit of a bad way, the psychic energy just rips through his mind, and it feels like his mind is being split apart in two. And he falls off the table, off the chair, like onto his side, screaming in pain.
I'm gonna swipe down on him twice with my glaive.
All right, roll for 2 hits. 21 hits. 14 misses. Actually, no. Well, actually, let's see if he's paralyzed. If he's paralyzed, then you get advantage on a second attack. So roll damage on the first one. That is 18 points of damage. Jesus Christ. And it's a con save. It was 16, wasn't it? Or 17? What was it? 8 plus 3 plus 5. 16.
16. Yeah.
Saves. He saves. So the second one misses. He's again not paralyzed, but he is down on the ground. You all have a surprise round, so I'm gonna say you all can get one attack off before I roll initiative.
Oh, nice. Do you know what? I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
All right, make a strength check for me.
I will. Bang.
That hits, and then damage is a D4 plus your strength.
D4.
D4.
What? Genuinely, what is the point?
What a surprise round from our bard.
And your premium fire is?
Has literal spells
2.
at his disposal and just runs up and punches him in the face for 2 points of damage.
No, for 4 total, because you get plus his strength, so that's 4 points. Zarlok, you are still in a frenzied rage, and you are there. They brought him up to you at this point. You are allowed to get your attacks off if you also wish to.
Fucking right.
Right, so you have up to 3 attacks. You can reckless attack if you want to as well. He's on the floor, paralyzed. You get advantages on the floor anyway. You don't even need to reckless attack.
Yeah, fuck the reckless attack then.
27 hits. 19. Roll again. 21 hits.
Jesus Christ.
11. Roll your last one. 22 hits. And he is just eviscerated on the floor as he literally had no chance of even working out what was going on. Literally just boom, psychic attack, boom, attack with the glaive twice, boom, punched in the face by an angry dragonborn, and then Zarlok, fresh off of just literally destroying a guy in the bottom of the amphitheater, comes over and just cuts him into two. And as he's sliced into two, literally like straight across the body, like separated into two pieces of beings, none of you see this apart from you, Jaff. You see floating out of his body black soul-like energy, and it tries to escape off into the ether, and then it begins to sort of vibrate almost in like a lock with some other physical force, and it glides towards you further into the shaft of your glaive, which then is encased in this black shadowy energy. And the soul has been absorbed, and you just hear in the back of your throat, in the back of your mind, sorry, just good, and you have absorbed another soul.
All right, I'm going to lob his head off and then kick his body under the table.
Yeah, and then we can hide it.
I'd say make a stealth check with advantage, because I'm assuming that your friends are going to help you to try and hide the body as best as you can.
Is it me? Him? Yeah.
Oh,
no. Jesus, mate.
Unfortunately, although his body is out of sight, there is blood everywhere. Like, a lot of blood. Yeah, like...
Yeah, bluff it.
You managed that, like,
from Zarlok.
Yeah. Cool. And...
We need to get the fuck out of here.
And Jaff.
We need to get some winnings, guys.
As I see you.
Yes. As you have harvested another soul, you get a new effect from your glaive.
Oh.
Now, when reducing a target to 0 hit points, they make a Constitution save against your spell's DC. And if they fail, you get to siphon off parts of them, which will last for a long rest. What that mechanically means is you can choose an attribute of yours, strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you can increase it by +2, and it will last like that until the end of your long rest. You can do that.
Oh my God.
For every creature you reduce to 0 hit points. Sorry, it's +1, but if you do that for every creature you reduce to 0 hit points. So, in theory, if you kill 4 creatures and they all fail, you can in theory put a +4 that will last until your next long rest into one of these things, or you can split them around. You can put something in charisma, something. It only lasts until a long rest.
Okay.
But that is now basically, it has a siphoning feature.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of there.
We need our winnings.
Let's get our winnings and go.
Yeah, get our winnings and go. I'm going to run straight back to the person who I bet with and just cash in my ticket ASAP.
I'm just going to write a quick... I'll make this better later, but just so I don't forget. From creature to long. Cool. Right. In the time it takes for you to all go get your winnings, which I will give to you in just a second, we are going to roll. We'll be rolling a lot of luck checks. Today was one more to see if anyone has noticed this dead Githyanki figure. And what we're going to do is it's way higher than a 50% chance. It's not going to be odds or evens. We're going to roll d20. On a 14 or higher, the body is found. Sorry. Yes, on a 14. No. We do the other way around. On a 6 or lower, the body is found, and they can trace it to you. On a 7 to a 10, the body is found. They don't know who it is. Any higher than that, you're safe.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
A 3.
Oh, guys.
So, you all go and get your winnings, and then I'm trying to remember. You you all. I would say you all went to the same person to place the bets in. There's like one main area.
Oh yeah,
so
we just put some poor bookie just out of a job.
yeah, you big time fucks. To be fair, he's not done too bad tonight because a lot of people didn't bet on the newcomer. They bet on the favourite, but he definitely took a sizable loss today. But as you are,
sorry, on the way up, did I collect the money?
Yeah. You've all got your money. I'll see what it is after in a sec. We'll just narrate this quick little bit thing afterwards. So you just get paid out your winnings, where you look over to the left, and there are 8, maybe 10 Golden Fang guards sprinting over towards you, and the one in the front says, "Stop them! Stop them!"
Right, dash action, get up. I'm sprinting towards the door. Dash action.
I'm trying to keep up.
All right, all I'm going to do is I need a dexterity check from all of you. It's a group dexterity check. If the median roll is above a 13, you want that.
Okay.
There we go. Set the tone. No, yeah, wake him up.
Dexterity saving throw.
Normal dexterity check. Just dexterity
sorry
check.
about that.
Click on it on the left, Fred. It's on the yes.
I don't know what Yeg's doing.
Unfortunately, the 22, 33, 47, 40, that is a 10 average.
No. Yeg!
So you're sprinting away.
Nuts, you ate your fat seed.
in this hustle and bustle of people, you get caught in different crowds, and the Golden Fang guards are catching up to you. Everyone quickly make a perception check for me.
Yeah. But this will be a nat fucking 20. Okay.
I'm too busy worrying.
Jesus.
I'm too busy worrying about
The kids. Yeah.
Is Yeg the slowest of us all?
Yeah, whatever. Resolve this quickly. I've got a 0. Jaff, as you're trying to get out of here and you're busting through people, you're a little bit at the front anyway with your 22 dexterity. You look off to the side and you see a familiar face. You see Velis Mar of the Grey Lanterns.
Oh fuck!
Sitting there, and seeing this commotion, in your mind, you just hear a message cantrip, and you see what he says. You guys are in a bit of a pickle. Come to me if you want a chance out of here.
Do I have time to speak? Do I have time to speak above table to anyone else?
No. This is a decision that you have to. You're the only one that knows this information at this moment. You have to make a decision. Do you tell this to the party and you do something, or do you act on your own accord?
We don't have a choice, but he'll know that we've just reneged on it. Fuck it. I'm gonna head towards him.
Okay. Do you guys all follow Jaff?
Yeah, I'll back him up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you all follow towards Jaff, and you see Velis mutter a quick little incantation under his breath, and behind you, there is like a big just cloud of like fog and shadow and darkness. And you head off, and like Velis is sort of sitting behind a little bar area, and as you come over to him, he sort of just wordlessly walks off to the corner, pulls behind, there's like a little painting tapestry sort of thing in the corner, pulls it, and you see there's a little small little like escape tunnel there, and just as you walk through it.
I'm in. I'm straight in.
All right,
I drag the children in who are still invisible.
You drag the children all in. You all manage to get through. Tapestry closed behind you. You head down this tunnel, and it looks like you have not been followed.
Unreal.
And Velis begins to lead you through these tunnels, and you're walking for a while in these tunnels. He hasn't said a word to you guys yet. He's just walking with purpose ahead.
Don't want to set him off. He'll talk about contracts.
Oh, I don't.
I think we just keep.
I really don't like this.
I
say
speak
we
up and
just
say.
should we just kill him? Okay.
I speak up and say, Vess, where are we going?
Why? To go see Mother Shade, of course.
I knew my letter worked. Come on. I knew the fucking Master of Mage's name drop would work. Come on.
I do need a new mother.
As you come through, and now there is like this whole sprawling network of these tunnels. They're like old, now like in disuse, like sewer tunnels. There are some that have been excavated off the side of them, and you realise there is like a whole almost network of these subterranean tunnels that clearly these Grey Lanterns have built, utilised, used, sorted out in themselves, and that gives them their access across the whole city. And he seems to know that at the back of his hand. He's taking the left fork, he's taking the right fork, he's just going around with purpose. And you come up to a very plain looking stone wall that just sort of seems to be a dead end. And he places his hand on it. There's some words in, I don't believe any of you speak this language. Let me just double check.
Yeg speaks all these languages and not one has been fucking used.
Do any of you guys speak Celestial?
No, but the kids do.
I speak Primordial.
The kids don't. The kids speak
I can do
Primordial.
comprehend languages.
You want to look to in a moment?
Yeah, fuck it. I want to know.
You cast comprehend language as he starts speaking this Celestial language, and you hear him say, "Open, for I have those in need of knowledge, and knowledge is power." And this stone wall begins to like shimmer and dissipate. And it was like a full-on solid stone wall, and it's all just, it disappears into ethereal nothingness.
Where are we, Jan? Are we still in like the back like?
You've been going through this tunnel network for about sort of 10 minutes now.
Okay.
Also, yeah.
Well, underground it looks like.
Do you want to change the tavern music to match the tone?
Yes, I really do. And I'm just wondering, because I'm also just trying to bring up this location. 2 seconds.
Can I sprint to the toilet for 15 seconds before?
Yeah, you do that while I quickly do this.
Jan, that's while we have a slight moment.
Oh, gold, yeah.
Music and all of that. How do you do that?
I use Pocket Bard, which is really useful. It's a bit of a pain to set up with Discord, but I can come over to, if you bring your laptop to lose one day, I'll come over and set it up for you.
Sweet.
Cool. Let me just quickly do this. And
you know, I've also basically like done my I've basically like set it all up as well.
I rate that a lot. That's quite good. It's decent, isn't it? Like, it's actually not too hard to use.
I did spend. Louis was like, "You've done it already," and when I got home from work yesterday, on Monday, I got off doing it. I got home at 3:30 and I finished at like 9:45.
I'm back.
Just sort of non-stop, just creating it.
Cool. Give me 2 seconds.
I'd like to imagine Yag is just playing the harmonica on this long walk back because no one's fucking saying a thing.
I feel like I'm too scared at this point to say anything. I'm actually like...
Zarlok's just going to be... Zarlok's actually going to ask about the money.
So how much money have we got? I've got 8,400 gold.
Let me just double check, but that should be right.
Yeah, I want to make sure it's in my pockets.
I'll put down 80.
You put 84, so you get 8,400. Jaff, you put down 124 gold total, so you get 12,400. Zarlok, you have 2,000, and Yeg, you have 10,000.
Wow.
I'm the one I'm looking for when I get the
Zarlok did all the work, and he got some grand.
And all of us have profited from it. 12,400. Thank you.
I think the best way to do it is for us all to pool our money and divide it by 4.
I agree.
32,800 gives you 8,200 gold each.
Okay, so I should have dialed this back.
Yeah.
There you go. 8,200 each. Well done, boys. Very diplomatic.
Nice.
All right, so as this stone wall opens, you guys walk in to a large sort of subterranean sanctum. I'd say, well, actually, let me show you what you guys see, and then you guys can see what you want to do. And as you walk in, at the edge of the sanctum, you see Mother Shade. Not a person, not even a humanoid creature. A 20, maybe 30 foot tall sphinx.
Oh, epic.
They are covered in ornamental, like gold and like obsidian set stones. They're like sort of these black gems. And you notice that there are 2 sets of iconography on her like necklace breastplate. If anyone would like to make a religion check, feel free. And if anyone would like to make an arcana check about what a sphinx is, or a nature check about what a sphinx is, they're more than welcome to.
I love religion checks, so I'm going religion.
Oh,
And I got a natural 20.
just because Yeg wants to help. Hang on. Fuck off.
So on that,
Sorry, Zarlok with a fucking 14 on the Arcana check.
I know. So on that nat 20 religion check, so you know, Jaff, that sphinxes, and it also kind of feeds into Triple G's Arcana check, is that sphinxes are solitary creatures, very territorial, and they are creatures of immense intelligence, and especially from what you guys have researched just about in reading those books that you found about like primordials and gods and just powerful creatures, etc. Sphinxes are extremely intelligent and are allied usually with the goddess YIAN, the goddess of knowledge. They are neither good nor bad. They are completely neutral, and they are self-serving in the pursuit of knowledge and the pursuit of understanding. And you see, with the religious iconography she wears, one of those sets of iconography all relates to YIAN. It's like an all-seeing eye, and it is very much, the clothing and the garb matches that of someone of YIAN. But on the other side, you see there is slightly newer looking, like it's like a pendant kind of thing. It looks like it's newer than her like ancient wear that she's currently wearing. And that is of the goddess Bishaba, which is the trickery goddess, one of the Pantheon of Dawn.
We like Bashar.
And as you guys wander in to this room, she simply says to you guys, what is always cheaper before you know the truth, and always more expensive after.
Oh, I fucking hate riddles.
Is it manners?
She chuckles. It's a worthy answer. It's not what I had in mind, but the beauty of riddles is they're not only just one answer.
Are they not? Yeg's actually confused. I swear they're supposed to have an answer. Is that not the point?
Riddles are not,
Cheaper.
riddles are not as black and white as you may think, young Dragonborn.
Oh, is a riddle like what gets wetter as it dries?
Is it a, I don't know, like a lie, deceit, something like that?
It's acceptable. I had secrets in my head. And you now know a very big one. You know many big secrets, and I guess my question to you is how you intend to act upon these knowledge, act upon these secrets. You know my identity. You have reneged on contracts with the Grey Lanterns, and as you know, to the Grey Lanterns, contracts are everything. And in doing so, you have uncovered more knowledge and more secrets. So,
It's
my question
secrets.
to you
Yeah, no, you go.
is, what are you planning?
What are we planning? It's secrets all the way down. We're just learning more and more as we go. It's ridiculous.
We are seeing as you have summoned us here. You clearly need us for something, or you have skin in this game too. So I will tell you a secret, and each time you tell me a secret. Is that fair?
I like this game. I like it a lot. And you can tell she looks at you and she looks through you. And she sees you as a being of high intelligence, but especially of divination and of knowledge. And there is a glimmer of respect in her face as she enjoys the intellectual desire that you have for knowledge as much as that she does.
My first secret is that we are going to kill Antoine Platif.
I think that's less of a secret and more something that could be deduced from your actions, but nevertheless, I will deem it as acceptable. Would you rather a secret or a question answered?
Sort of flash my eyes towards the other three.
I'm still stuck on the riddle, to be honest.
Let's start with a secret, and if I think of a question as I give you more of my secrets, I'll ask for them.
Do you have any biscuits?
Ignore that. He's just thought he's hungry. Ignore that.
Secrets. She thinks for a second, wondering because this is a being that you can just, from Sphinxes, they are as old as the universe itself. They are abundantly knowledgeable, extremely powerful spellcasters, extremely powerful spellcasters. And she says, well, many of my secrets I think you know already, like Antoine's true disposition. I guess my secret to you all is that I know where the last objects they require are.
Okay.
I would quite like a question answered.
We need to give another secret.
I need another secret, yes.
Yan, above table, does this woman, I'm saying woman, does this thing, do I expect this thing to know anything about me? Would me giving up a secret being I'm sole heir to the throne?
I'm a closeted.
Actually, as you try and inspect her further, she sort of looks at you and she says, a riddle for you. You remember a man who was always there. You remember his voice, his smile, the way. Tell me, if a memory was given to you, loved by you, and shaped the person you became, is it still a lie if you know the truth?
Oh, fuck.
Is a lie really a lie if you meant it at the time?
I'll respond that, in my opinion, lies can shape you into who you are, and you have to just be grateful for the person you are today rather than think of what you could have been had you not known, or had you known the truth. Sorry.
I like that answer. I like it a lot. Now, another secret. I'm enjoying this.
Okay, so does she... Would me giving her information about myself, do I get the sense that she already knows all about me?
You kind of tell from that question, she knows that.
Yeah, I thought
she knows that you are, with that, like you had history with Antoine, you could tell like she knows that whole thing was about you being given the false memories of Antoine and, learning that.
Yeah, no, I thought so. I guess the secret, I could give her the secret of the deal that I've made with Acthis.
You could.
I'm going to give her that secret.
How exactly do you phrase it to her? I think that's important in this situation.
Like Acthis
I'm
is
going
not going to be pleased.
I'm going to tell her that I have made a deal with a lich named Acthis, and that is where I draw my power from.
She smiles. Acthis. I am knowledgeable about Acthis. Interesting. I think there was no more appropriate a being for you to have made a deal with than that thing. Very interesting.
I'm starting to disagree with you as time goes on. Yeah.
If I had the knowledge, if I only had knowledge you had, I perhaps would share your way of thinking.
Why are you here and what do you want? Why are you specifically underground in Northspire?
Well, my story is a long one. I was brought into existence alongside my brothers and sisters as attendants to our YIAN's library. We sought knowledge, categorized it, kept it, hid away knowledge that should never be found, spread knowledge that was worthy of spreading. And I did so humbly and willingly in the pursuit of good. It was only when I realized that knowledge is and secrets are currency. And it was only until another goddess spoke to me and said, well, what good is this knowledge of these secrets if it dies with you? What is wisdom worth if no one pays for it? And I realized that the only thing more important than knowledge was influence, was reach. And that holding secrets is futile, but trading secrets, trading knowledge, now that is where real change can happen. So I have lived here since the inception of this city, and I have bidden my time, learnt what I could about humanity, about the gods, about primordials and their beings, and I have amassed this knowledge as a form of currency. I realise I have the power to shape things, to influence the way things go, and sometimes I shall, sometimes I simply observe. But you all interest me. So that is why I've called you here.
Okay. Do you still require more secrets, or could we open the dialogue up a bit more?
You may ask what you want to ask. I will part with the knowledge I'm willing to part with, and I will ask when necessary for more.
I am not going to insult your intelligence. You are clearly a lot more in the know than most beings that we encounter. We don't just believe, we know that Antoine Platif and the group that he is affiliated with are trying to bring back Umbrasil, and we are trying to stop it.
I see. And what is your purpose for stopping it?
To stop the end of the world, the end of the days. We've met many beings who have been corrupted, damaged, and then impart that hurt and inflict that negativity onto others. That needs to be stopped. That magic died a millennia ago and needs to stay dead.
And what evidence do you have that this will bring about the end of days, as you say?
I pull my cloak slightly lower and I lift my overshirt up so she can see the markings on my chest from where I was hit with the energy from Vilgefortz, scrying to Vilgefortz. And I say, I experienced firsthand what this feels like, and I won't let anyone ever feel that way or carry what I'm carrying with me.
Interesting. So your experience with this power leads you to believe that it being brought upon this world will only encounter negativity. But then I guess my question to you is, negativity in whose eyes? In your eyes?
I knew
But
that
the
was
people bringing it forward may think it is good. It is simply a matter of perspective. I deal in facts. Do you really know the end goal? Do you think it is simply pain?
So do you take
Or is
the
it
word of a
something-
corrupted person and you say, your word is valid, or do you say, no, you're clearly talking out of your ass because you're corrupted? Some
I
people's
take the
words
words of
are
everyone.
worth less. That is a fact. It's a sad fact, but it's a fact.
We've also, the only facts that we have surrounding this power are, I watched my father enslave an undead group of people to build something negative, and then we found out that Antoine put an assassination out on all of Jean-Pierre's family, killed them all to ascend to power. We know that half of Skarnus has fled and is now refugees in our lands because of Ragrim and his group and what they're doing. So the only information that we are given is constantly negative.
Yeah.
How can any of what we see be positive?
Exactly.
Very
And even if it
serious.
is, if it's used in a negative way, then what can we do? But
And of course,
attack
if
it.
you say perspective again, you know, of course, from the other perspective, that looks like progress, but you can't look at those facts and go, that's a positive.
Do you believe that murder is negative? Do you believe that betrayal is negative? That an obsession for vengeance is negative? Yet you walk with this one, and she points a paw towards Jean-Pierre Jaff, a man who murdered mere minutes ago, a man who took vengeance mere minutes ago, a man who walks with the power of evil, of darkness.
We've all done a bit of murder, all right?
I would say evil is based on perspective.
Well, that is my point exactly. You tell me, do you know what you're truly trying to stop?
No,
Do you know what
no.
we're truly trying to stop?
yeah,
Why, of
Right,
course.
well then enlighten us and stop talking friggin' riddles.
I will give you the choice. I'll give you one piece of knowledge for free. And any more you will have to pay for.
Brilliant.
The free
I've got
knowledge.
8,000
You,
gold, so no.
you may choose. I can tell you the end goal of this group known as the Children of Darkness. I can tell you where the body of Umbrasyl is, or I can tell you where the heart of Umbrasyl is.
No, we want the end goal.
This is
Fuck.
No,
This is
we
crazy.
we have the box. We can figure the rest of that shit out. We want the end goal. That's the most important. here.
I do agree.
So obviously,
I do agree.
Okay. The end goal. Now, I'm sure.
Before you say, how do you even know this?
I have heard whispers of what they are trying to do. And from those whispers,
I hear whispers too.
only one course of action makes sense. Only one, if you connect the dots correctly, only one outcome is viable, is true.
Fuck. Like Doctor Strange.
You see, there is interlinkings throughout. You know that this all began in the Underdark, a place devoid of light, a place filled with darkness. You know that two of the major players in this group, one is a vampire and the other is a YEGOR, who has very recently brought his forces above ground.
They want eternal night.
You remember that in the parables of old, which are more accurate than one might believe, Atraxes brought about light and Umbrasyl brought about dark.
Here we go.
And their balance created the dark races and the races of the light, day and night, and their balance allowed life to thrive in all areas. But what if you're a being who only exists in the dark? What if you're a being who despises the light, and by extension the beings that depend on the light? Well, a primordial dragon capable of shrouding the world in shadow becomes rather useful, if you can control it.
Why can't everyone just get along? Fucking honestly, there's so much conflict wherever we go.
Yeah, I realised literally at the last second. Fuck, I should have seen that.
Well,
And now I ask you,
yeah.
is self-preservation evil?
no, but they're all clearly able to survive. They're just trying to thrive rather than survive. It's not that their survival is threatened, because the YEGOR can live underground and the vampires can live outside the light.
Yeah, so is it fair that they come in and take shit?
They're attempting to take more, is what they're doing. Which is not, it's not self-preservation.
Yeah.
With knowledge you have, that is an apt assumption.
So are we not acting correctly on our knowledge?
You're acting correctly on your knowledge, of course.
Right,
but
and so in your words, so basically in your head, no one can necessarily be wrong because in everyone's head they're doing the right thing. Unless they actively know they're doing the wrong thing and go out of their way to do the wrong thing.
I'm going to send a message to Gil and remind him that he reiterated to us when he read that fellow Velis's thoughts, that his thoughts were generally that this woman's end goal, well, this, I keep saying woman, this Sphinx's end goal aligned with ours somewhat. So I don't know why she's now playing devil's advocate so much.
To be fair, when you play both sides, you can get away with anything.
You feel like that message cantrip was a little bit less private than you assumed it would be, and Mother Shade says, I do have goals that are parallel to yours. Now you see, I don't believe that anyone is correct. I don't, for frank dramatic, care. I can exist in the light, I can exist in the dark. Self-preservation to me is less important than these outcomes. However, self-preservation for myself is of course of utmost importance. And I do not know why, but I believe Antoine has become aware of my presence, of my true nature, and believes that my knowledge is dangerous, believes that my old compatriots, the other followers of YIAN, my brothers and sisters, may be trying to act against his wishes to destroy the ability and the ritual of bringing another Vaneborn into presence, which is, in YIAN's mind, evil magic, perverse magic. He believes I am of the same ilk. He's mistaken, however, that will not stop him on his conquest of destruction towards me. So I acted in the only way I knew how, which was to gain knowledge. Now I believe you managed to retrieve the box from his keep.
No.
Make a deception check.
Oh my god.
Nah. I believe you
Fuck
did.
off.
Right. She is a 20th level creature. Like, she is extremely intelligent. She gets a +9 to her insight.
That one. I give her my portent that one. Oh my god, she fails.
Interesting. You see her eyes glow a bright white. But you did find the children. So you're not completely useless. They are safe here. You can remove their coverings. Not that they have any use against me anyway.
Humble brag.
What? How are they safe? Because you wanted us to deliver them to that fucking Gith. How on earth are they safe with you?
I mean, they're not safe. They are safe within these chambers. I mean them no harm. They were simply a tool, you know.
It's a bit odd to be talking
Antoine
about
needed to
them
have the
like
trust of the Grey Lantern so we could get close to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we can show him that we are allied, that we are here to help by completing a job for them. In doing so, perhaps they may turn a blind eye and be tricked by our true intentions.
So what would you have done if we simply carried out the task and handed the children over?
Nothing.
Where did you find the children?
I did not find them myself. I simply learnt of their existence, and I made sure to feed this information to Antoine.
What are they? They're primordial children of Azeran, aren't they?
Of Atraxes, yes.
Of Atraxes, excuse me. Yeah, okay. But they were just They told me that they were just regular children beforehand. How did they get like this?
That is knowledge I actually do not currently possess.
1-0.
I would like to know, but I'm afraid that I'm not all-knowing. I simply know what I know.
What a childish response to say to someone.
that was good.
Okay, well, fully disclosing, I'm pissed off at you for what you did with the children. I'm not happy about that.
I understand. But I guess
Can't argue that's a good thing, is it?
my question to you would be, if I know a secret that will save a city, but it costs some children, do you ask who the children are, or how much time you have?
Sorry, you're talking to me? No. That's a very good question.
Sacrifices must be made in the pursuit of knowledge, in the pursuit of freedom.
That becomes an interesting question when it's your only action. To get rid of 2 children was not your only action. We have many plans and many ideas to do what we need to do, and none of them involved giving up 2 children.
Then perhaps you do not have what it takes to see your goals through.
Well,
Every act
we're
is
just-
a chess move.
Or we're better at it.
Everything is a balance of offense, of defense, of sacrifice and gain. If you are willing to sacrifice nothing, you will gain nothing.
All right, Magnus, calm down.
well, I can assure you that Umbrasyl's soul is safely in the Shadowfell still, as one of the 4 people who was there guarding it. So far we're doing a pretty stand-up job.
The thing is, you forget that those you oppose are willing to sacrifice everything. They will find a way, with or without that soul, with or without the protection against that soul.
So you want to get closer to Antoine, you want to do these things. How can we collaborate together to make this happen? Because he's getting married in 10 days' time and we can't let that happen. So what are we going to do as a team?
I cannot step from the shadows. I will not risk myself.
Pussy.
I will offer aid if I believe you are the correct course of action. If not, I will seek others.
We are, with or without your help, we are going to do it anyway, so you might as well help us. We're going to oppose him even if it doesn't work. So you have a horse to back. You might as well help us. Who else is going to stand up to him? I don't see many. Everyone we've met so far has been delighted that he's going to get married and has no clue to the true nature of Antoine or what's going on here.
And I'm sorry as well, what better horse to back are you going to get? We have one of the Sky Carvers, we have the Master of Mages, I am the true heir to the throne.
And I'm Yeg.
And we have a little dragon that writes books. Like, what better horse to back are you going to get here?
Honestly,
It's a good
the
argument.
only other horse in the race, it would be Antoine himself.
And he's a loser.
Back in there
But
now.
you're opposing him. You just said it yourself. Why would you oppose him?
Only because he sees me as a threat. If I could alleviate that. Hence why your names and your known associates were part of the contract. Secrets are power, are
Who
influence.
are my known associates, by the way? I'm actually asking. Like, who are you going to release? For me,
The fella owned the
seriously.
brewery.
Yeah, me and Talis got on really well. Are
One-
we
the more
associated?
important ones would have been Connie and Henry. Henry, to be specific.
Did you just say
Yeah.
my associates aren't important?
I mean, it was.
No.
it would have
You said
scared
what you
you.
said. That's okay. No, that's okay. I'll let them know that they're not important
when you find them.
when I.
I must say, you opened this gambit with laughing at our secret and saying you could have just deduced that we were going to kill him anyway. I must have to do the same and say any threat or secret you could have got off from us, he would have deduced quick enough anyway. He would have known we're here eventually. He would have figured out what we're trying to do eventually. You know, there's no real... To be honest, we're not operating with that much secrecy to begin with. We just want the problem solved in as quick and as simple a way as possible. So I don't care if he knows who we are or where we are or what we want to do. It won't stop us from doing it. And if you want to back him, feel free, but you'll be on the losing side yet again.
Honestly, I'm so there for that.
I'm actually yet to lose.
Yeah.
So you believe you have the ability to defeat a Vaneborn?
Yeah.
I've got a really good idea involving a big wooden horse.
I'll give you one last piece of knowledge, seeing as you are so confident in your abilities. If you were to rock up to Antoine Platisse and try and defeat him, you would lose. In his current state, with his current amount of power, it wouldn't even be a challenge. And I say that not as a threat or as an opinion, as pure, unadulterated fact. However, weaken him to the point where you would have even a chance. You must find the original blood in which he ascended with. The blood of the first or the second Vaneborn that was applied to him to allow him to reach this status. He will keep it close. He will keep it hidden, but he will not be too far from it. Destroy that, and he will become weak enough that if things go your way, the luck of Bashaba is shining down upon you. Perhaps it will work.
The coin of Bashaba.
Do you fancy a game of Head or Tails? Whatever your name is.
Yeah. Sphinx, do you fancy a game of Head or Tails by any chance? With which one of us would you least like to play with?
She doesn't even acknowledge your...
No, there's a right answer as well.
I mean, we know that combat right now probably isn't the best time, so we're not gunning for combat against him. We just need to. There's ways in which we can operate and harm his plans without it ending in violence.
I'd prefer no combat. Sorry, Zarlok.
I would as well.
Well, if that is your short-term plan, that is fine. But as long as he exists, he will be hell-bent on Dominion.
Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, another one.
Well, I have given you all the knowledge I can, or I am willing to part with. For now, I will, as you said so eloquently, I will back your horse. Simply because I'm interested to see if you really, when faced with the option of sacrifice, will forego it. It's hard to keep thinking things would always go your way with no negatives. At some point, you must be prepared to lose more than what you bargained to lose. Velis, help them when they need it. And Velis all just nods her head.
Oh, don't make me work with that.
Unless there is anything else you wish to ask, I will bid you.
This is now a serious. Do you have any biscuits?
In front of you, biscuits. So like a small plate of decadent biscuits appear.
Zarlok's just going to start stuffing them in his pockets, in his suit pockets.
Your hand passes through and you realize it was illusory and it never actually existed. It was just a fake illusion. He just chuckles.
Never really wanted a fucking biscuit anyway. I was only lying. Fucking idiot. Your loss.
No, I mean, if I think of any questions before next time, I'll ask him, but other than that, I can't.
Alright. We shall call it there.
Unreal.
I was so happy that that fight went how it did.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.